up and sit down.
Hello gang, Colin here, Festa 67's workshop, and a hyperactive Fox next to me. How you doing, guys?
I am all right, my friend. I am fine and dandy. I have a coffee in my Time Team mug. That is everything I need.
Absolutely. So yeah, welcome to the alternative Monday eModels stream, or not eModels stream, should we say. Yes, it's a bit of Monday madness for you this week, folks.
Yes.
So I'll get a bit of pimpage done. Usual, if you would help like to keep this channel going and the content coming, you can hit me up at Patreon and support me on patreon.com/Festa67's workshop. Or click the join button below this or any of my other videos and become a channel member. That gives you access to the Zoom 24/7 off-air hangout. But also, if you've got a webcam and a mic, it gives you a chance to come in on the Festa and Friends live streams. You could also hit the $ below the YouTube chat there and leave a super chat. All of this would be gratefully appreciated. It helps keep the content coming. You can also support Guru by heading over to youtube.com/GuruFox or patreon.com/ModelMakingGuru and support him as well, folks.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Talking of chat, we have got in the chat, we've got Athol McNichol saying, good evening from the Arctic northeast of Scotland. It feels like the dead of winter. Beth went out and needed her fleece overcoat, as did I, but we're here now, hoping for some laughter. Absolutely, Athol. Loads of hugs from Marcy there. Big hugs issued, and she's waving to everyone. I'm hugging Muse back because I'm scared of her. She's in here for a bit before she goes to work. It's a safe journey on your way to work, darling. He's saying to Marcy, I hope the weather is better on your side of the pond. Yeah, it's a bit higgledy-piggledy at the moment. We've got Sagan in, Candygram for Mongo, saying, hi, Festa, Fox, Athol, Marcy, and all in chat. I won't be able to interact, but I will listen, watch, and read along as I can. Cue quote.
The Earth is the shore of the cosmic ocean. Recently, we've waded a little way out, and the water seems inviting. We've been this way before.
Happy days, there you go.
Oh, from memory and everything.
Evening, Blart, Piddle, Bips, Festa is already feddling. No, I'm not.
You were?
It's an ecumenical matter. Atoll backs me up. He said, of course he is. It's his show and he is allowed. Cheers, Atoll. Cheers, mate.
Shut up.
Yeah, see, someone's got my back. Dominic's in. Good evening, people of the good life. Hello, Dominic. How you doing? I was saying that I wasn't fettling. John Alec is in, saying hi, Dave, Athol, Marcy, and Candy. Hello, John. How you doing? Rita's in, says, evening. If Cole ain't fettling, I hope he ain't fiddling. There was a temptation. And I've been spraying the Indy pace car this evening, mate, because I rebuilt my compressor and it's all working hunky-dory. So Fox has had a sneaky peek, mate, at the pace car. Yeah, so tune in for that Friday.
Yes.
Dominic's saying hello to John and Athol. John Alex says, hope you're well there, buddy. At Fox, Model Making Guru. Andy Preston is in, saying hi to Fox. Hello, Andy.
Hello.
Didn't say hello to me, but it's all right. I don't mind. I'm going to sit here and cry. No, he says, hello, everyone. I love the music further up. Richard Thomas is in from Richard Thomas Scale Modelling World, saying hello. Hello, mate.
TSM.
McLeish is in, saying Monday, Sunday, fun day. How you doing?
Monday, Sunday, fun day.
Andy says, support Fox. He needs a set of suspenders.
I'd like to thank the father of the bride for his support. I'll give it back later.
Midlife Chaos. That's a new name, says hello, folks. Hello, mate. How you doing? Welcome to our world of nuttiness. Jeff Light is in. Further up. I'm scrolling up. Take note, Fox. Physical evidence. I'm scrolling up. Jeff Light saying, evening, Cole, Fox, and everyone in chat. Hello, mate. Love to you and Maggie. Dominic says, everything goes wrong. I can't send anything anymore. Oh, dear, bless you. Sorry to hear that. If you're on about YouTube, the chat is all over the place with YouTube at the moment. It is a thing, not just for our streams, but for a lot of the streams. There is issues with some of the YouTube features, mate. Prime time's in. Philip Prime, evening peeps. I shall be listening along as I work on my diorama. Congratulations as well, Philip, on earning a point, mate, because I'm proud of you, soldier.
Point.
Dominic says, I was shocked you touched the microwave. Before you know it, these things will explode. Yeah, I was feeling brave. It's a picture I sent Fox last week, and I kind of meant to put it up on my Facebook, but my memory went and I forgot. So I played catch up yesterday and did little updates on what I've been up to on Patreon and that. So I pulled my finger out.
You actually got with the program.
I did. But yeah, and then immediately upon posting it, I thought, yeah, that really wasn't
too much.
Yeah, it wasn't a particularly good move, was it? Because
it's all good, mate.
But hey, it's all part of the fun, isn't it?
Just to make his day, I don't know if he means this, but Andy McLeish says Filbert, which compels me to say, turn the page, wash your hands, turn the page, wash your hands.
Yeah.
Filbert from Rocco's Modern Life.
Philip says, laugh out loud. Thanks, Cole. No worries, Philip. No worries, mate. And yeah, keep an eye out tomorrow for prime time stream because,
McLeish says, oh crap, you touched one of H's appliances. You fool.
I know. Fool. I immediately regretted my decision on posting it, but I thought it's too late now.
Yeah, you didn't regret your decision on touching the appliance, but you regret your decision on making it public knowledge.
Oh, I was feeling all cocky at the time, wasn't I? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the sudden potential of getting found out that you suddenly immediately regret it.
It's been a bloke, isn't it? It's like, I can do this. I ain't scared. And then all of a sudden
Yeah,
I've just provided the whole interweb now with evidence.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
It will not end well.
But being the typical...
H always forgives you.
Oh, yeah, being the typical bloke that I am, as soon as she came in, I went, I may have done something really stupid and posted a picture of me touching the microwave. Hope you don't mind.
Just so you know.
Yeah. She was like, oh, bless. Yeah.
Don't strain yourself, love. Don't strain yourself.
Yeah.
Right. So what are you working on tonight then, Spud?
I am carrying on with my Ujimi Call Me Watchamaflit, my blitz thing or whatever you want to call it. I do have a picture of it. It'd be easier showing the picture, won't it? Because
I think it's called the Blitzkrieg 222, isn't it? I think, or something like that.
It's like, I stupidly thought I'd pick something up and try and glue it together. But so let's share that and show everyone what I'm building. It's the same thing that I was building last week, he says optimistically.
Oh, there goes your monetization.
Yeah, that's what's his face? It's brilliant. That's the screenshot that I had to send Fox because we was doing what's his name? Cyberpunk. Well, since when have you worried about my monetization? You do your best to destroy it anyway.
No, but that's what happened to me. My first ever episode of Cyberpunk isn't monetized because it's got the bit where you have to make your character.
Yeah, there you go, folks. That's what I'm building. So there you go. Note to self, put pictures in a separate folder next time. But anyway, it'll make his day now that my monetization's gone, so
No, not at all. Not at all. I feel your pain because like when I was playing Cyberpunk, I didn't realise that when you have to put the clothes on your figure, you have no underwear, it's just trousers and then naked. And it's like, la la la,
well, so that's what I'm up to, folks. So, I'm building that, so That was funny because I didn't even know that was a setting.
Oh, on the game?
Yeah, it was a conversation me and you was having, wasn't it? And you was like, hey, dude, have you been in and set your character up and done this? And I'm like, hey, why? What? Hey? So that was it. And it was,
You know why, though? Because that requires you to scroll down the menu, and scrolling down for you is just as hard as scrolling up.
Yeah. So, yes.
I was like, what? But the thing that gets me is, right, that on that menu, you have the ability to, like, select your BPIS size.
Yeah.
And you've got, what is it, small and large. And that's it. You've got two options, large and small. And I'm like, come on, seriously, who's not going to choose large? Who's not gonna,
Paul says, I reckon that was a 3D model of Cole thinking, what if? Absolutely, mate. You'd have to be an extremely vain man to think that you've got the biggest equipment in the world.
Yeah, unless you actually happen to have the biggest equipment in the world.
Yeah, it's not what you got, it's how you use it.
Yeah, highly unlikely. This is why Twitch is better for gaming. says JC Bricks and Builds. It's not, though, because Twitch is terrible if you want to earn money.
Yeah, but James is under the impression that he's going to earn about 50 grand a month gaming on Twitch. So at the moment, he's an expert on Twitch.
Yeah, the thing with at least last time I looked at Twitch is on YouTube. When you put a video up, if you're monetized, it's monetized. There you go, done. You get 1 view or 1 billion views. It's monetized if your channel's doing that. On Twitch, you have to hit, or at least last time I looked, you have to hit a certain number of views per video and a certain number of like monthly views and stuff. It's like you have to tick so many boxes to even just get money from the video. It's like, nah. Plus, it doesn't. Whenever I tried it, it wasn't good as quality as YouTube anyway. The compression was terrible.
Marcy says it ain't the tools, it's the mechanic. Yeah.
Yep. But at the end of the day, all my content's on YouTube, so I'm not monetized on Twitch, so I'm not going to use it. So.
And I don't game online at the moment, so yeah.
Not yet.
But it shall happen.
Yes. Talking of weather, by the way, I'm exceptionally warm and sticky at the moment.
Yeah, I've got my windows open and everything because it's the calm before the storm because we're due a bit of a cloud burst at some point. It's imminent. So, yeah, we had the, what's his name thing of it. It's going to be really rainy down by you. You might want to not go out anywhere. It's like, yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, you got to love
the
scare police, haven't you?
Well, it guarantees it's going to be storming tomorrow because I've got to take Mama Wolf for a COVID jab.
Yeah, she's got her COVID tomorrow, isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, bless her. So that guarantees I'll be getting her out in the little wheelchair and I'll be like throwing it down.
Yeah, she's proper going to have to hump, mate.
Yeah.
Where did I put it? There it is. So they go just on the back. Just on the back of the mud guards. Okay. Suss that out where that goes.
Now I have to point out to the viewers that 3 minutes before we went live, all the bits on the Colin's bench there were actually on just one giant tree.
No,
and then he fettled. And then there's hundreds of parts on the bench. So just whatever he says is a lie.
Stop telling pork pies.
Whatever he says is a fib. He's been fettling non-stop.
I have not been fettling. Literally, I had been, when I sent him the link, I had literally just finished cleaning my airbrush.
All these words coming out your mouth, none of them are true. You're fettling.
I'll tell you, I'm going to tell your mum that you're bullying me, mate, because I am her favourite.
She'll be like, good.
I get all the hugs and kisses and you don't. Not that it bothers you, because it does.
No.
Secretly, bits of him die inside.
Yeah, I'm the one that supplies her with tea and food and stuff.
Yeah. I get all the hugs because I'm Mummy's favourite.
You get all the hugs, I get all the washing.
Absolutely. It's like,
washing up. I don't know.
But yeah, well, we're like this off air as well, folks. We are like a bickering old couple. Inch and bracket.
No,
mate.
we're not. No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. No, we're not. No, we're not. Yes, we are.
Oh, yes, we are. Oh, no, you're not.
Andy McLeish has been a member for 12 months.
Oh, congratulations. Have a bit of SpongeBob, my old son.
SpongeBob. The 33 watching, 17 thumbs up. Come on, guys, get those thumbs up, says Richard Thomas.
Absolutely. Really appreciated that you've all come in to join us because I have this inane fear before every stream, and Fox knows this because he's streamed with me for years now, but I actually get quite jittery before I go live because I have this inane fear that no one's going to come and see us, and it gets me in all of a tizwas, doesn't it, Fox?
I remember. It does. He gets all finicky. That's not even a real word. But
yeah,
I like it.
Honestly, I'm physically sick as well as and it's like I don't know why. I just get like it.
The thing with Colin is he can do the same thing for 3 years, and yet he'll still panic that something's going to happen that's not happened in 3 years.
Yeah.
He'll still stress about it. I'm gluing a squig to this man's shoulder.
Oh, bless you. Andy McLeish is getting a bit of air guitar because he's put in a £2 super chat. He said, Fox, stop being a big meanie. Yes, he is, isn't he? Thank you, Andy. Your support is noted.
I'm not a big meanie. And to prove it, I'll just show Colin that I've just glued a squig onto this guy's shoulder.
Oh, I'm proud of you, soldier.
The targeting squid. Squig.
Squid?
Squig.
Is it a squid off? thought,
Now, I was going to say something, I've forgotten what it was now because we got sidetracked.
that even after 3 years, I still convince myself that it's on about my four-boils or whatever they're called.
Foibles.
Yeah, that's the word, four-boils.
Close enough. At least I knew what you meant, see? Yes, I know what you meant.
Oh, bless you. Rita, a.k.a. Paul Lines, has put in a £10 super chat.
Ooh.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you kindly. Very
Thank
nice
you
of
very
you.
kindly, mate. I'm feeling the love. But I do get myself in a right old 2 and 8.
Tis. Yep, he gets himself right tizzed up, he does.
And I don't know why I do it. It's just me.
Thing is with you is, Colin, you're one of those people, right, that you're the bit. Yeah, obviously not right now anymore because you're walking around on sticks and stuff, but you're one of those people that's like the biggest, burliest bloke in the room that everybody will be terrified of, but you're obviously also the biggest delicate flower when it comes to some things.
I am, because I'm a very giving, open person.
Yes.
And, you know, when people come into my inner circle, I class them as family. But that leads me to being the piss bin taken, basically. And so then you have to go all defensive, and that's why I get myself a bit inwardly wound up, because it's nice to be nice to people, but not everyone takes it like that. People can take advantage of your good nature because they see it as a weakness. So that's what I have to be careful of.
Basically, you're one of those like big scary dogs that's actually a little bit dumb and very lovable.
Yeah, but being a big fella's always been a problem, because whenever you was out in a pub, if a fight kicked off, people would always want to have a go at the big guy, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
So it has its advantages, but it also has its disadvantages. So yeah.
Whereas I'm the little spawning guy and everybody just ignores me.
But as Marcy says, he is a big stuffed teddy bear. Yes, I am, Marcy. I found, and Helen would say this if you spoke to H, the person I was before I got my MS diagnosis is completely different to the person I am now, because my diagnosis has actually made me become a better person. So, because I was a horrible person.
You're a big, lovable, squishy cushion, aren't you, basically?
Yeah, and I'm glad I am now, to be honest, because I'm very, very inwardly a happy man now.
Yeah.
So I am at ease with things.
Aye.
But I still get myself in a nervous, I say fingernail biting, but I've been trying to stop biting my fingernails for the last few months. But I would proper get myself in a right old nail biting tizzy fit. That's why Fox always comes in 10 minutes before a stream and tries to bring me down again. Yeah.
And bring him down in a good way, not in a bad way.
Yeah, because I wish I wasn't like it. I'm like it before the eModels stream. I'll turn up last minute because I say you guys might have wanted to chat about something to do with eModels. Even though I'm a part of the team, I still convince myself that I'm an outsider.
Yeah. Colin goes through this when he's doing a film, when he's just recording a film and he's not even live. He goes through all this. Yeah. Colin goes through this when he's not even at the bench and he's actually outside having a cup of tea in the garden.
Well, if I'm not at the bench, I feel I'm letting everyone down for not being at the bench.
It never ends, does it?
It never ends, no.
Colin's like this when he's pooping. There you go.
Pooping was mentioned.
23 minutes in? Yeah. 23 minutes in? I remember when I did do you remember here we go. Do you remember your first ever live stream?
Me, yes.
Was it a solo or was it with somebody else?
It was with someone else. It was part of the Smoo and the Crew stuff with Terry over at Smoo's Workshop, wasn't it?
Yeah, right. And how did you feel when you did your first ever live stream? Okay, let's change that then. How did you feel when you did your first ever solo live stream? Can you remember your first solo stream?
I've never done one.
Have you not?
No.
You never done a solo stream?
No, I won't do a solo stream, mate.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
Because I can't bear my own I can't bear my own company, mate. So I have to have a sidekick like yourself or Dave or anyone else. I have to interact with someone when I look up on screen. I need to see someone there.
I didn't realise
that's nothing against anyone in the chat. It's a personal thing. If I was to see it, I have this issue when I'm filming. I have to convince myself when I'm filming that I've got someone sat next to me that I'm teaching. Otherwise, I wouldn't film, because
That's what I do.
the thought of talking to the internet but no one actually physically answering me in my ears, I can't compute that. So I've never done a solo live stream because of that reason. It's daft, but it's just one of my things.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, I did not realise that you'd never done a solo. I mean, because obviously we've been doing it. I mean, you've been doing it for like, what, 3 or 4 years? 2 or 3 years?
6 years.
I don't know how long. 6 years? Really? Wow.
Yeah, 6 years.
That long. And I didn't realise you'd not done
I did
solo.
several live streams before I even went face to cam. When I first did Hangouts with Terry, I used to do chat only because I didn't like the sound of my voice. So, yeah, it took a lot to get me to actually do face to cam. You wouldn't believe the barrier that I went over just to do that, mate. There's 3 photographs of me in existence, and then my wedding photographs, and obviously the one I took with the microwave. But I don't like being photographed. I don't like my own company. When I'm home alone, I have to be at the bench or occupied because I can't bear being on my own. It's really weird, mate, isn't it?
No, not at all. I mean, I'm the complete opposite. I'm more than happy in my own company. And
Sorry, I went a bit deep there, folks. It's a modelling show, but it's just me.
Hey, no, people like this kind of conversation. Yeah, I mean, I'm the opposite. I'm completely happy in my own company. When I'm on camera by myself on a stream, although if I do it now, I'm out of practice from doing it, so it's a bit weird. But because I do so many streams with you, but generally, if I was doing it by myself, I'd be more than happy because I can just pretend that there's someone there.
Yeah.
But I remember my first stream was a Warhammer Sunday, bizarrely.
Yeah.
I think it was the first ever one was a Warhammer Sunday. And I was building a Chimera, I think.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I remember doing it. I think this was my first one, but I remember this specifically. I remember doing it because I was like, because I think Ted did some live streams first. And I was like, I could do that. And I did it, and I got right in chat. There were a whole 4 people in chat.
Yeah.
And I remember like being really nervous doing this thing, and whoever was in chat was talking to me. And when I came off, and I'm like, well, that was a waste of time, wasn't it? Because I was really upset that I only got 4 people. But I'm thinking, yeah, it's my first ever live stream, and I've
exactly no one knows you. But it is. It's a strange one. I mean, Cherry used to say to me, "It's a shame you are like you are," because people would enjoy watching you do stuff. He said, "You're a bit nutty." He said, people would like that. And I said, I don't know whether I ever could. And then, it started. I think it was you and Tony that pestered me in the end.
Yeah, we badgered you about it.
The whole YouTube thing and that, because I didn't, my first YouTube videos, I pulled off the channel. And even some of the older ones now I want to pull down because it's like,
cringe.
Yeah, but it lets people see how you evolve. Whereas now, if it wasn't for the fact that you were sat there, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. This is why I'm so nervous about doing the gaming streams, because I'm on my own and I've never done that. I can't get my head around it at the moment.
I mean, at least the advantage of that is you're absorbed in the game anyway. So it's just like, it's in a way, I suppose you could try and convince yourself that it's, if you start by just playing the games yourself before you even do streaming anyway, then it's just that with talking on top. So you might do better at that because you've got something to react to. Yeah,
I mean, it's an interesting question you've asked because I have been asked many times, but it's just one of those. I
didn't realise you'd never done solo.
No,
do you think it's something that might one day change, and you might be like,
I'm hoping it does because it's one of those obstacles. You know me well enough away from here. I put barriers up in front or around myself to protect myself. I'm like an onion. And once you peel the layers away, get to know us, then as far as I'm concerned, you're family. But in the past, that's enabled people to take advantage of that. And I have become defensive again, and I need to snap out of it, really. But at the moment, it's still not possible.
Well, I'm going to take 10 points off you for doing a Shrek reference. That's unforgivable, but you're not wrong.
How would I know I've done a Shrek reference? I've not watched
about onions
Shrek.
And layers and stuff. Do you remember Shrek, the movie with the animated? Never mind.
I've heard of it.
Never mind. It was a joke. Anyway. Yes, I think you make these jokes really hard because yes, I think you'd probably do really. I think eventually you'll get there.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, it's just a personal thing. You know, it's silly. I know.
I mean, you know, when we do a stream and stuff, and I have to drop out for 10 minutes, or I thought, oh, you've always done quite nicely. I think it's one of those things that you'll kind of go, you know what, I just need to do it.
Yeah, I get a little bit and all of that lot, but it's funny. I mean, I've been in hangouts, and I'm not going to name people, but you know, I know people that come into hangouts and that, you know, they don't want to be face to cam for whatever reason. So I understand how they feel, because I'm like that when it comes to solo stuff, and I just have this inane fear of, well, if people know it's just me on my own, they're not going to come and watch it because they don't like me. And I know it's silly, but you know me well enough to know that's how I think.
All our irrational. The thing about irrational thoughts is that irrational. We're never going to get rid of that irrationality.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know fully well that people just talk to you in chat and ask you questions, and that's the whole point. It's like
absolutely.
It's when you've got like two people on a show like this, people can sit and watch us interact with each other.
Absolutely.
But when it's just one person, then that's a chance for them to interact with you, and they'll make most of that, and you make the most of that. And I think you do really well. But
people are obviously going to be surprised that that's how my brain thinks. But, you know, we're depressives at the end of the day. This is what we have to contend with. But, yeah.
I think they're more surprised as a brain, but we'll move on from that one.
But, it's just one of them, mate. I did see what you did there. Marcy says you just have to try it and see what happens. Exactly, Marcy. Yeah.
It's one of those things, the only way you're going to get round it is just to dive in feet first. It's one of those, like, you know, the only way to learn to ride a bike is to fall off a few times.
It's crazy, isn't it, though? It really is, because I've had enough people bash me and go, really? But, the
thing is, it's like, mad, you know, fear of spiders is irrational. Fear of clouds is irrational. But people have these fears. Fear of bridges. Well, actually, you should fall off a bridge and die, but that's not that pointless. But,
it's a strange one. It really is. It's silly, but
all things like that.
No, I thought you knew I'd never soloed, mate. No. Yeah. Because Cherry used to say it to me all the time. He said, you'd be great at it, mate. And I go, yeah, but I need to get over the barrier, mate. And at the moment,
I think way back in the early days when you started going, I was still in the thing of actually doing filming all the time, so I never really got a chance to watch anybody else's stuff, so I probably didn't even realise.
Right, how do I say this word, Fox? You might be able to pronounce this. Harry Kajen, is it? Hello there. Greetings from Verbus Novi Sad. Apologies for my pronunciation. If I've got your name wrong, I do apologise, mate.
I'd say hurricane.
Yeah, there you go.
Guess which country is it? Novi Sad. Is that going to be...
Mate, you know.
Either Russian or former Russian country type.
Yeah, is it going to be like Lithuania, Estonia, Belarus?
Estonia, something like that. Even just Russia or anywhere, Ukraine.
But you're most welcome anyway.
Yep. Welcome. Could be one of the Norwegian type, Finlandia type countries.
Absolutely. Jackie's in, Ross is in, saying hello. Hello, mate. How you doing? Have I missed anyone? I'm scrolling up again. Take note, finger on screen, scrolling up.
Welcome, Bobbins. Bobbins suggests Finland. That's a possibility, of course.
Yeah, could well be. Scandinavia way.
Ooh.
Yeah, or Iceland. Could it be that way?
Silly is being afraid of potatoes. I know a person who is. It's the eyes, says Muse.
I've got a friend who's scared of buttons, and Helen is afraid of birds.
My brother's afraid of birds.
Yeah.
Helen once, and he absolutely lost his stuff completely.
She is absolutely petrified of birds.
I love birds.
Honestly, that's her biggest fear, is being trapped in an aviary.
Yeah. Is it Hurricane? Would I say? Would that be correct then? Hurricane or Hurricane? Have you got the name right at least? Do you think?
Hurricane's a footballer. Plays for Spurs. Slavic country. Serbia, Croatia. Oh, it's Serbia. Well done. Welcome from Serbia. Wow, lovely to see you.
Yes, welcome along.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button, mate. Subscribe to me channel, mate. It all helps. Ring the bell, and that'll let you know when we do all our live streams. McLeish has donated £2 through Super Chat. He says, Cole, stop, you're awesome, so shush. Thank you very much, mate. But I do struggle with self-confidence, mate. I can't help it. Yes. It's silly, I know. And honestly, the rollickings I get off of air is, it is justified.
McLeish says, the Bobbins, yes, we love Festa Foxx. Yeah, jury's out.
Oh, don't. You can't not like Fox. Fox is a lovable rogue.
Do you notice that I'm not actually rising to any of the sympathy getting at them? I'm not asking for anything.
Yeah, you need to take the blue.
Try and milk it.
You need to take the blue pill for that if you're not rising, mate. See what I did?
Hey, steady now. Steady now.
Come off it. Now. You would have done the same.
What?
Would be an ecumenical matter, he says.
I do not have to think of such things. I have no problems in that arena, thank you.
Daniel is in, Dream Builder, saying hello.
Hey,
hello, Daniel. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you in.
Muse has a friend who's petrified of butterflies.
Oh, wow.
I remember when I was about 22, 23, for no reason that I'm aware of to this day, I suddenly developed a massive, overwhelming fear of like water, but not like just water coming out the tap, but like walking near a lake or a pond or walking over a bridge over a waterfall, anything like that. I just like, nope, near a swimming pool, nope, don't want it, nope, can't. I couldn't even go across over a bridge over water, and it lasted for about a year, and then it went away, and I'm like, what the hell was all that about?
As a child, I had a fear of being burnt because one of my best friends touched a train line and ended up with burns all over their body. So I had a fear of being burnt like that, you know. But yeah,
I had a fear of ivy, because I used to have this repeating dream when I was a kid, and all it would be was, imagine a wall and the wall's covered in ivy, and you've just got a camera looking at, like I say, a 2-foot square part of the wall with ivy on it.
Yeah.
But it's slowly moving towards the wall, and the wall's kind of doing that. It's kind of like the Lost logo. It's kind of rotating slowly towards the camera.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it's just basically ivy moving towards the camera. And I used to wake up with cold sweats with that in a dream. And from that point on, I had a fear of ivy as a kid. But now when I got older, it just becomes a hatred of ivy now, and I hate ivy in our garden. I just despise it.
Yeah, it's probably that was the one that used to frighten me the most, being burnt, but yeah.
Well, that kind of makes sense, because that's a survival thing.
It kept me away from train lines, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, but yeah.
That one served a purpose.
Anyone in the chat have any bizarre fears or phobias? There you go. What is your fear or phobia, folks?
Yeah. When you actually look into phobias and fears and stuff, it's such a fascinating thing, because, of course, most phobias and things are based on practical things.
Yeah, obviously, if thinking about it's going to upset you or make you have an episode, then don't. But
if you're comfortable talking about it.
If you're comfortable discussing it, then obviously, we've all got them at the end of the day. Explanation will be when I start getting money from YouTube. Details will more when I get over 20 or 50k. Yeah. Arken is just the channel name, not a problem, mate. But yeah, absolutely, mate. Well, hopefully, mate, your channel grows. I've got to see whether I'm a subscriber. If I ain't, I'll subscribe to you now, because I like doing that. Open new link in tab.
Many human fears are based on like primordial fears that come from being an animal that was afraid of.
I'm already subscribed to you, mate. He's got the Aladdin icon. I'm already subscribed to you, buddy.
Jolly good.
So yeah, there you go, mate.
John Alex is not a fan of heights.
Oh, really?
Ethel is not. It doesn't like snakes.
Yeah.
Ross is in Scale Model Ninja.
Yeah, I read that one.
You read that one already?
Yeah.
Hurricane. Oh, here we go. I wondered, because it's hurricane means Serbian hurricane.
Ah, right.
I believe it or not, before World War II, Hurricane Fighter was made in Yugoslavia. Daniel says he's totally knackered. Just had a 1.5 hour rehab session with the team after game Sunday. Still a little sniffly.
Oh, bless your heart. Sorry to hear that, mate.
Bobbins says, I don't have mirrors in my house because of reasons.
Yeah.
And Joseph Kelly says, lost everything to a fire once now. I won't even barbecue. The smell of smoke freaks me the F out.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of mirrors, mate. I can shave my head and my face without even looking at a mirror, mate.
Yeah. Scale Modeling Chaos has a phobia of needles.
Oh.
That makes a practical sense.
Another one of Helen's ones, and yeah, it's quite surprising, but she has a fear of her own veins. You can't.
I can see that.
When she goes for a blood test, if I was to go up to Helen now and do that on the back of her hand, she'd scream.
Yeah.
She'd scream the room down because she knows underneath there's one of her veins. It really bothers her. So for a blood test, we have to go in with her, either myself or Lex, and yet she's been tattooed. But like she says, it's different. The needle's going into her vein. That's the difference.
Yeah, it's just on the skin when it's a tattoo.
Yeah, so that is another one that gets her veins.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a fear of, but I really don't like hearing, when I'm asleep at night lying on my side, I really don't like hearing my own heartbeat.
Oh, what, the rush of blood going...
No, just you can hear just the gentle...
Oh, right,
like you've got your head on the pillow and you can feel your heartbeat. You can hear your heart, and it's like, even if it's quiet, it's like, I don't like it. I have to allow them. Sometimes you can't hear it.
For me, it lets me know I'm alive.
Well, I just don't know. It's like, oh, I don't know why it spawns me out. It just does. It makes me go squeaky.
Isn't it weird? Little things like that can mess with us.
It's like me and crane flies. Nope. I will burn the house down with a flamethrower if there's a crane fly in the house.
Yeah, that is one of yours. That fascinates me. Stefan Last is in saying, good evening, he says. I just heard what you were talking about. He says, living on my own, I'm also perfectly happy in my own company, but having followed you guys for a couple of years, you're a very good company. Thank you.
Aww,
Stefan said, as soon as I realised Colin's got some of the same issues I have and why I'm not yet a very active builder, watching his builds has been very inspiring. Thank you very kindly, mate.
Aww.
That means a hell of a lot, mate.
People do like you.
Muse isn't a fan of needles, but I can fall asleep getting tattooed. Yeah, I go to sleep when I'm being tattooed.
I think the last tattoo I had, the guy was doing lots of filling and colouring, and he said, oh, it's going to really hurt. And I'm like, actually, you know what? It's really relaxing. It's quite like a little tiny massage.
Paul says, I had a cannula put in a few years ago and the poor nurse got called every name under the sun. I did pre-warn her and apologised after, and she thought it was funny. Yeah, a lot of people can't handle that. I've kind of got used to it with surgeries over the years, but yeah. But I'm awake during my surgeries. I only have local anaesthetics, so yeah. Believe it or not, says Harry Kane, Clint Eastwood was in Novi Sad when he was filming Kelly's Heroes. Oh, good factoid, mate.
Interesting factoids.
Absolutely.
Best factoids.
She's got a fear of moths. Have you really? Wow. See, I'm not a fan of wasps. I don't mind bees, but wasps I find quite annoying.
Nobody likes wasps.
Yeah, they're like Satan's spawn.
It's just because they're like little bar stools and they'll sting you regardless. Nobody likes wasps. There's no reason to like wasps.
I see what you said there.
They do carry out a vital function in the ecosystem, but at the same time, they should all burn.
Yes.
It's like me if I have this thing, if there's a mosquito in my room, it could be the tiniest midge the size of a molecule, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could have a moth the size of an aircraft carrier in my room and I don't mind. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to bed, bye.
Yeah.
I can have a house fly in my bedroom and I'm like, yeah, whatever, it'll go to sleep when I go to, because they do, you turn the light off and they just go to sleep. And I wake up and I'm like, morning fly. I can have anything like that, but if I have a midge or a mosquito in my room and it's, even if it's the size of a molecule, if it's making that noise, that tiny noise that you can't hear unless you're actually trying to get to sleep, I have to find it and either just destroy it or throw it out, because I don't know, it's that noise, I can't sleep with it. It's the tiniest of noises. It's 1 billion times quieter than the boiler for the central heating. I just sit there and I go, I need to kill it.
It is strange though, isn't it, how these things can mess with our heads, mate. It really is.
Yeah.
That's...
John Alex Scale Modelling says, I think Cross of Iron was filmed there as well.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Let's peel that off and see whether we
Daniel says, oh, wait, I have the fear of an empty stash. Oh, my, that would be a nightmare.
I see what you did there.
Hurricane says, also, series such as Only Fools and Horses are very popular in Serbia. Cool.
Oh, well.
And Muse says, if the tattooing hurts, they're doing it wrong. I was disappointed that it didn't hurt when I got my first one. We're all a little odd. Yeah,
but some of them are so aggressive when they do tattoos. It's like,
whatever phobia you've got, it's normal. There's no such thing as an abnormal phobia. They don't make any sense. Some make sense, like fear of alligators kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Fear of precipitous heights from which you would die if you fell, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Fear of pot plants makes no sense at all. But it's still got a rational basis in the deep down human primitive mind, in the basic lizard brain in your center of your cerebellum. It's the same way the brain works. Like the people that like when we were simple animals that survived were the ones that saw a rustling in the leaves and got really panicked and ran away. It could have been the breeze blowing, or it could have been a tiger. So it makes sense that we're irrational about these things. It doesn't mean you're nonsense.
No.
People that are afraid of snakes, you think it's silly, but that kind of makes sense. I like snakes.
Yeah.
I went round to somebody's house once, and I walked in. I was like, they're just these like things full of all these snakes. I'm like, oh, cool snakes. Can I touch them? And they were like, what? I said, can I touch your snakes? And they were like, are you normal? I said, what do you mean? I said, well, everybody comes in and goes, ah. I'm like, no, snakes are awesome. I want to play with them. Let me play with the snakes. I want to touch them. I want to play with them. Give me the snakes. Give me the snakes.
Matthew, that comes into the Zoom, he keeps tarantulas, and I love that.
Ooh.
Because, tarantulas and snakes are just such fascinating things.
Yeah, I've held a tarantula. I had it in my hand. It was beautiful. It was silver with orange knees.
Nice.
And it weighed nothing, and I could just feel its tips of its legs on my hand, and it was so delicate.
Apologies for my drilling.
Are you doing a Dave there?
I am. Yeah, I'm having to scratch build a plate because it was missing, wasn't it?
Missing plates.
It was missing from my model, so I'm having to scratch build the plate that goes around the exhaust pipe because it wasn't in my model.
Every time you say plate, I think of meat.
Plate of meat.
Because plate and meat are two words that go together very nicely.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got size of these plates. Yeah.
Right, what are we doing here? I'm sticking things on this thing here. Out of camera shot, of course. I'm doing out of camera shot.
Out of camera shot again, you spudularity.
I always am. You know I am. I am. You know I am.
I know I am. I'm sure I am. Because
that's my frank side.
Because I'm underneath the arches. There you go, folks.
I think we need to start a new tradition as well.
What's that?
I think at least once every show we should do a Wilson, Keppel and Betty. It's not got as much longevity, but...
No, you just want to start training me how to do a beatbox, don't you?
No.
That is coming.
It's a sun dance. It's a sun dance, not a beatbox.
I don't know what it is. Never heard of it.
Well... You'd know. It's like a woman and two blokes, and they dress like really rubbish Egyptians, and they go backwards and forwards on a piece of sandy paper, and that's all they did in the 1930s and 40s.
Oh, really? And they made a living out of doing that?
Yeah, this was the 30s and 40s. Remember?
Takes all sorts, I suppose, doesn't it, folks?
They were called Wilson, Keppel and Betty, and that's all they did. And it wasn't even Egyptian music; it was rubbish Egyptian music.
Did they walk like Egyptians? See what I did?
No.
Get my coat.
Let's have a look. Hurricane says, I put the picture of the mosquito plane on my community page as well. You can take a look if you're interested as well. Cool.
Will do, mate. Will do.
And also a B-17G with Yugoslav markings.
Absolutely, yeah. I've got a Facebook group, mate. Facebook groups of Festa 67. Links in the description. You join the group, mate. Post your work, and I'll feature you in the gallery on my shows, mate.
Dream Builder says, Little Shop of Horrors made people fear plants. Feed me, see more.
And obviously...
And Bobbin said...
Go on.
Go on. No, go on. You carry on.
Obviously pass on the channel details to your mates, mate. The more the merrier. Come in and join us too. The happier we are. See what I did there?
I did, yeah. Very good.
Proud of me,
Bobbin says I have... yeah, you are. I am, even. Bobbin says, I have two pet snakes named Genghis and Brian.
Thought he was going to say Khan then. But yeah.
No.
Because that is the only Star Trek film.
Oh, no, there it is. What, the Wrath of Khan? Khan!
Yeah. There you go.
Still, old friend. That is one of my favourite films of all time, The Wrath of Khan. It is one of the best films ever made. Yep. Botany Bay.
This is a persuasion fit, but it will go. There you go, folks. successfully made. And that can
This
have
was a
some
triumph,
nuts, bolts.
huge success.
I can have some nuts, bolts, and some rivets stuck around it. Happy days.
Nuts, bolts, and whoops a daisy.
Yeah.
Are you being all creative and constructive there, Colin?
Andy Preston says, have you tried a wow stick drill, Colin? What's that, like a step drill?
Whale stick, did he say?
Wow stick. Wow. W-O-W. Wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, I see.
Yeah, you should understand my lingo now, mate.
Well, there's still some words that I have to just clarify. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
I know.
Do.
It's because I don't speak proper. See?
You don't speak Northern. Up and see the right grand.
There you go. So we've got a bit of that going on. It's a very half-baked attempt at a plate, but hey, it works for me.
Yeah. Good thing about Northerners like me is if you're not sure what we've said, if we're in a shop, we've said it's too expensive. Pretty much.
Is that pretty much, is it?
Yeah, pretty much. Doubly so if you're a Yorkshireman.
Yeah.
That's talking.
Right, let's bend them out a bit more.
They do it on camera, do it on camera.
Get you some of that, my son. Sorry, I'm off shot at the moment. It's just I'm a man of limited eye vision and I am trying to see all the things.
We are people of oldness. Let's have a look. It's a battery-powered pencil drill, says Andy Preston.
Oh, right. That'll be a bit like my display drill then, will it?
Display. Muse is off to work later on. Take care, Muse.
Take care, Marcy. Thank you very kindly for coming in, love. Always lovely to see you.
McLeish says, my fear of moths come from the inane fluttering and the fact that they can get into places they're not supposed to. Plus, they just mindlessly bumble around and land rudely. That's why I hate crane flies. Because they've got no control over where they go and they go everywhere.
Yeah, they flap around,
the big stringly legs. So you hate moths for the same reason I hate crane flies, but I think moths are kind of... Little tiny moths I don't really bother, but the big fat fluffy ones, I think they're quite adorable. Plus I had moths swarm me as I passed a lamp at the age of 11. Ooh. McLeish says, Botany Bay. Botany Bay. Oh, no.
Not Botany Bay.
Botany Bay. Wrath of Khan reference.
And of course, don't forget, folks, keep an eye out in the upcoming Mondays because there is going to be one of the most bizarre build series that you're ever going to see. That's all I can say.
Is that the right word, or just ridiculously dumb and stupid be a good one, do you think?
I was getting there before you so rudely interrupted.
Well, you paused to breathe. I thought you'd finished.
I know, that's the mistake I made, see. When you pause when you stream with Fox, that's a licence to let him speak many words. No, it is one of the most daftest things we've done, but it's just our little way of saying this hobby is daft. Let's have fun with it. Let's just be silly.
Colin's idea.
Yeah. So, hey, mate, I don't mind. Yeah, it is.
Totally Colin's idea. And when we do it, he'll have to make a confession that he likes something that you didn't think he liked.
And even for us too, I think it's extreme.
Yeah. Dumb is a good word, but in the best kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Because we were like, should we... Do you think? Yeah, we've got. It's got to be done.
Shall we do it or not? Because and then it's like, if people that know us will go, why does that don't surprise me with them two idiots?
Yeah. The funny thing is, though, it's something you think he doesn't like. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Well, you're getting close to it now, mate.
I know,
You're not far off.
I'm not going to skirt any closer than that. But he daren't tell H.
That barrier's yet to be crossed.
Yeah. I think you'll like it.
But yeah, even for us too, it's a bit out there. But I think you'll be impressed with us, and then you'll realise that we really are this stupid.
Well, I don't think impressed is the word. There'll be something with us. Yeah, maybe not impressed.
I know Marcy's reaction straight away. Really? Facepalm.
Yeah, there'll be face palms all around, I think.
Yeah, I leave him alone for 5 minutes. Yeah.
No, can't leave him anywhere. Just no. Why does this not surprise me? Yes, that's going to be the kind of reaction.
Exactly.
I think pretty much all round.
I think it's one of our better ones. I really do.
I think it's certainly something that nobody else has done.
I surprised myself that I actually went for it. I think it surprised you as well, didn't it?
Yeah, you were.
I was pretty open to it, really, wasn't I? Well, yeah, I didn't have much choice.
Yeah, you didn't have much choice when I actually ordered the thing for you.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's coming to your door. I thought, oh, damn it, what do I do now? But then I thought, actually, and then I said, oh, I might have added this to my basket.
Yeah.
And he's proud of me now.
That's the best bit. Yeah. Basically, I've said I've ordered him something, and so he had no choice. But and he was like, "Oh, I don't want to." Oh, actually, hang on, it might be quite a good idea. That wait, what? You just talked me into it.
Have you seen this one? Yeah.
He might have gone. Yeah. All will become clear.
Absolutely.
Eventually. All will be revealed eventually.
Yeah. Really, I didn't want that piece anyway. Yeah. Note to self. Edward Spannerhands.
Spannerhands, you can bounce him back to me.
Do this. So impressed with my tweezer pingage that I'm going to put more stuff on the tweezers, and they'll probably ping. Ooh. But hey, you know.
What are you pinging, dear boy?
I can't show you at the moment because it's such a small part that if I show you, I'm going to drop it. So
no, I meant in words. What are you pinging? It means you show me.
It's the little flap that folds out around the exhaust on the exploding panel.
I've got you.
But yeah, the first one I did. Yeah, the first one I did pinged off. It's gone somewhere behind me, so I'm going to cut another one.
Space, that's where it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone to that place that only I can. Yeah,
it's gone into your mind.
Because I am good at pingage. It is my number one pastime. My carpet monster is about 25 stone now.
Oh, yeah, and very well behaved because it's well fed. It's like, I'm perfectly happy. I'm not going to give you any trouble.
Absolutely. But I don't mind that. You know, it's like, you know, it's an happy little carpet monster.
Yeah. McLeish says, big fat fluffy moths. Nope. But you put the word, how can you say nope to something that's got the word fluffy?
Yeah.
If something's fluffy by default, it's kind of adorable. Scaly and pointy and slightly deadly is used words, not fluffy. Oh no, it's fluffy. I'm terrified. That doesn't really work. Athol says, Tracy used to hate bats as we go for a walk along the river at dusk when they'd be out hunting. Oh, we've got bats around here. They're amazing to watch.
Yeah, they are wonderful little creatures, but yeah.
Because I sit in the garden sometimes and we've got swifts and bats.
Yeah.
And when the swifts fly low over your head, you hear them go like that. You can hear the swift, because like about 20 foot, if they're not shouting the head off. But the bat just goes silent. You don't hear it. It's like, wow.
Yeah. Helen's fear of birds, I think, comes from seeing the Alfred Hitchcock film when she was a kid.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think that's where it comes from for her. I used to have a fear of trees as a kid, but it's got better as I've got older. I didn't like walking through woods when the wind was blowing the branches. I just got a little bit creeped out with it. But
yeah, the woods are kind of naturally a bit scary to kids anyway, aren't they? So
yeah, it was a bit
dark and mysterious.
It was a bit Sleepy Hollow, wasn't it? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
When you're a kid, nothing good ever comes out of the woods, apart from porn, obviously. Yeah. During the day, but at night, nothing good ever comes out of the woods.
So there you go, Fox. Look at that. We've now got a bomb-filled panel around the exhaust that was missing. So I've a couple of bolts on that, and I'll be well away, mate.
Yeah.
So you see what I did there, buddy? Because on mine, he says, looking for the picture, trying not to show that man's widge again.
Yeah.
On mine, he says...
I've not checked mine yet. I shall have to go and get mine and check it now, shan't I?
Yeah, I would, mate. See that red panel that goes round the exhaust? My one didn't have that. So I've had to start scratch building a replacement. So if I put myself on the full screen, there you go.
You're going to make them little...
Yeah. See, and I've got the little splayed out bits already done. And then I've got to make some little bolts now just to go on, and then I can do the little scratches, the little chunks missing and all of that lot with me blade. Awesome. So there you go, folks.
Sort of hingy things as well. It's got
yes, dear.
Cool.
Panic not, Fox. It will be done exactly like the photo.
Cool. Looks good, though. I'm going to have to go and get mine out in a minute and check it, aren't I?
You are. So, yeah.
When I finish building this dude, I should go and check mine.
Yeah, but like I say, the likelihood of you having the same bit missing are going to be remote. But if you have, then I will mock you.
Yeah. Right. Dream Builder Daniel says, haha, can't wait, do it. It's a Barbie doll house with full interior and photo etch.
Does he know?
The Bobbin says, is it a Widgets of the World partwork?
I see what you did there.
Andy Preston says, is it cross-stitching? That's not anywhere near as dumb enough.
No, it's far dumber than that.
Rabbit is in and says, have I missed the dumb? No, the dumb's not started yet. It's going to be a few weeks yet.
Yeah.
We've got to wait for things to arrive.
I know. I still can't believe how... Yeah.
Yeah, I can't... Dream Builder says to Rabbit, no worries, it's a never-ending story of dumbness.
Pretty much.
Stefan Last is in and says, I found a cheese at the back of my fridge a while ago that had gone a bit fluffy, kind of creeped me out. Yeah, that's the kind of fluff that you want to avoid. Rabbit says, I was promised the dumbest thing ever. You are in a few weeks. We said in a few weeks.
Yeah, it is, even for us too, it's a bit...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dumbest thing ever was not listening when we said in a few weeks. You see what I did there?
Yeah, I did.
A bit harsh.
Yeah, but we are...
harsh.
Yeah, we are a bit... I think we're quite mad, really, but hey, you know.
We are gentlemen of a certain harshness, aren't we?
Yeah. I think people will be impressed with our stupidity.
Absolutely. They've got no choice, but yes.
Yeah, I hope they are anyway, but hey, you know, they're not.
If they're not, they're just cold-hearted, soulless life forms.
They don't have to be.
They do. It's in the contract.
But, yeah.
Why has that guy got a square thing for his head when there's no actual square thing for his head to go in? What? Oh, because it's got there we go, that's why.
You're building multi-part objects again, because this is normally what happens, isn't it?
No, I'm not paying attention to... I'm not actually looking at the instructions at all. I'm just building this guy based on the bits in front of me.
You're not winging it. Tell me no.
No, I've cut the parts off according to the instructions, but then I'm just assembling the dude. Because it's a dude, it's, you know, left arm. I kind of figure out where that one's going to go. Not that hard. That one's not so bad. But I did obviously consult the instructions for the parts.
Keep telling you, mate. You need to go and see the doctors, mate.
Doctor, I've got a thing with my parts.
Yeah, he's here all week, folks. He's here all week. So, yeah, hopefully people don't unsubscribe from our channels thinking that we've both lost the plot. But, hey, you know.
No, they won't.
I'm sure you'll appreciate the silliness of it.
Looking at the lack of any other videos dealing with the same subject matter, I think we'll probably actually get a few more subscribers.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know.
You never know, folks. Be careful what you wish for, because us two pillocks will do it.
Yeah.
Because we are that mad. He says.
I'm not mad. I just need the milk. I need the beans.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I've got a discharge card to prove it. Actually, oh, God, he's pinged that one as well.
Pinging. Pingity ping. I think we're going to need to... I think we're going to need to start... I thought using resin kits with big pieces would help reduce the pingage for you, but it's clearly...
No, I'm using styrene, mate.
Ah, that's true. You're doing your little bits, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm used to pinging, mate. Pinging is fun. It's part of my working day.
It's part of your exercise routine, getting up and down to find stuff.
Oh, no, I just leave it there now and I just cut a new one. I've learned the hard way, mate. It's just not worth it. It's just like, yeah, pick that all up at the end of it.
I must admit, as I've got older, I do tend to ping things more. It does seem to be more often that I'll end up pinging something across with my arm.
Yeah,
crying out loud.
The worst thing for me is trying to use tweezers with these ridiculous hands that I've got.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I don't help myself, but I just mock it because that's all you can do.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
otherwise it'll drive you potty.
Right, I'm going to temporarily super glue this arm on.
Rather than use them really pointy ones, let's use the slightly fatter ones.
Now, we tried this with the last guy and it failed miserably, so let's see if we can get away with it this time.
We're all trying to guess. Things. Would this be a resin kit from a certain Forge World? No, Al.
No.
No, not Warhammer. Oh, God, I've pinged that one as well. Christ's sake.
No.
Really?
Safe to say it's not a kit at all. I shall say no more. Say no more.
I think we'll get to the point where we'll tell them because I can tell you're itching to.
No, I don't want to say a word. I'm not saying a word. Need a long sticky thing.
You go careful with your long sticky things. Fox, he says, is that an Orc Commando by any chance?
No, it is a flash git. An Orc flash git.
There you go. It's a flash git.
I have 2 packs of 2 squads of 5 flash gits to go with my squig-off. Because somebody told me that that's the best thing you can put in a squig-off is a load of flash gits. Because of their massive weapons. Look at my massive weapons. So I thought, okay, that'll do. That'll be fun to paint. I shall get some flash kits.
There you go.
I shall have to get the drill bit that's supposed to be used for that. I can't find it. There it is. There it is. Apologies if my sleeve keeps going on the camera.
It's all right, mate. I'm just seeing how many more bits I can give my carpet monster for dinner.
I think it's been fed enough now, lad. I think somebody's carpet monster needs to have a stomach stapling going on.
Well, it's because I'm right on the edge of the bench, mate. I'm trying to stay on camera, but I'm sitting so far away from the bench. Let's move all my keyboard and that.
I must admit, I'm the same. I'm doing it now. I'm right at the edge of my bench, and it's no matter where I put the camera, I'll always end up towards. Even when I'm not filming, I always end up towards the edge of the bench.
Yeah, I have to wheel me chair in because I can't lean forward because of me spinal problem, so to speak. So I end up moving further and further away from where I'm supposed to be because,
I
do apologise.
But we do.
Yeah, that's where I want it, right there.
Now I've got it where I want it. Right there.
So, it'll get there, folks. This is Festa taking ages to do what would be a 2-minute task for anyone else, because I have what I affectionately call Edward's spanner hands.
Detviction? Yeah.
So, yeah. They are a bizarre thing to be in possession of, because your brain tells them what it wants them to do, and they go and do their own thing.
Yeah, because like China, they don't care.
They don't.
They just do their own thing.
They're defiant little
China don't
hands.
care. They don't care. Yep.
So you have to really focus on simple hand movements, because otherwise, they go where they want, and it's really quite frustrating at times. But
to your advantage, for me and you, focusing on simple is always the way forward anyway, though.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not like we're not used to focusing on simple. Right, so I've temporarily superglued his arm on, just so I can adjust the other arm to fit.
Yeah.
Because I can't paint all that weapon when it's on him.
Come on, Cole.
Paint his chest.
What's up with you, mate? You only want to put it there. It ain't hard.
You can do it, lad. You can do it. I believe in you.
Same here, mate.
In you.
How much super glue could you put on the corner of one Warhammer truck? It'll come off, but this is what we have to fight against, folks. Normally this happens to me off air, so you don't get to see this because I edit it out.
Yeah.
But I have days where a simple task, I have to repeat, and repeat. And then eventually it'll work. So.
Now, the big challenge for Colin is not the actual, necessarily just the act of doing it. It's also not swearing while he's doing it. Because he's streaming. That makes it even more tricky. So, I feel for you, mate.
No, that's all right. It's getting there, mate.
Not being able to swear is just...
No, I don't need to swear. It's just frustrating. It's like trying to put a screwdriver into a screw gap. You know, I'm like a woodpecker. And it's like, really? It'll get there in a minute. And then all of a sudden, your hands comply. But
every now and then they see the light.
Every now and then they want to mess with me a little bit. And it's because I'm trying to do detailed stuff of focus. And like I say, my right hand just wants to shake and go all over the place at the moment.
Yeah.
It's what I have to deal with. But it makes something really tiny like this really difficult to do.
Yep.
But it's getting there.
It can be advantageous in weathering, though.
Oh, it's brilliant with weathering.
With chipping and sponge chipping and stuff. I'm going to do some mud splashes. There you go, I've done some mud splashes. Did you plan on that? No, I was actually going to be painting rust, but never mind.
There you go. Daniel is asking, what's the spray glue that you use? Well, I've got super glue, but then I have an aerosol activator. So that it gives me an instant bond, because the minute I move it or whatever, I use super glue that isn't instant, purely and simply because I need to move stuff around because I twitch a lot. So I have that in a can of activator and I'll just give it a zap. Yeah. And now it's adhered.
Yep.
It's all I use.
It's just a way of making it set quicker. The thing is, this is the downside of like making resin models is you have to use CA glue.
Yes.
Because it sets very quickly. Even slow CA glue is still like 5 or 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And if you've got, I've said before, if you've got a guy with like an arm with a rifle in it and the other arm where it has to match up with the rifle, and you've got to get them both lined up, you only do one arm at once. It's a nightmare trying to line stuff like that up.
Yeah.
It's where pinning it, I suppose, helps because you can pin everything loosely fit.
And that's all it is. And because I'm going from styrene to resin there, I'm still having to use CA glue, which me and super glue have a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
Multiple things can end up adhered to me with super glue. So
super glue loves sticking him to himself, and he hates the fact that super glue sticks himself to himself.
Yeah, and I do it all the time, mate. Much to Fox's fun, because he does love it when I do it, because when I glue myself to something, I don't do it half-heartedly.
No. It's like, what have you done, Cole? I've glued myself to the floor.
Yeah, I've glued myself to my own bench.
Yep.
You are talking to the bloke that got his head stuck in his cupboard door.
Yeah.
Live on air.
I thought Ted gluing his super glue to the bench was a good one. Then Colin just glued his entire self to the bench. It's like, cool, that beats Ted.
Yeah. Live on air one stream, I got my head stuck under my cupboard door. I got wedged between my computer and the cupboard.
Yep.
And
don't even ask how, because he's told us and we still can't visualize it. It's beyond human capability to understand how it happened. But being the good friends that we were, live on air in the middle of a live stream, we of course just sat there just absolutely wetting ourselves laughing.
Absolutely.
I mean, none of us have got any way to contact 8, so all we could do was laugh.
That's another bit disappeared. Oh no, I've spotted it. It's stuck on my leg.
Yay!
Yay
for sticky legs. That's why you don't ever shower. Then you don't lose little bits.
Yeah. Al says, and it smells lovely, Daniel. Yeah, it does. It does whiff a bit, but I've got a little. I love the smell of activator. I've got a little mask on, and I've got my fan going, and my window cracked wide open because, it can be a bit.
It's like a.
Go on, carry on, mate.
I was going to say it's like an electronics kind of smell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Activator.
Yeah, it smells like flux.
Yeah, that's what it was. I knew it was something.
There you go.
Okay, that's going to work. Fantastic. I can glue that on. Oh, yes, that's brilliant. I can glue that on later. Good lad.
So there you go. So I can trim that down once that's...
Massively happy with that.
Gone off. So let's spray that. There you go.
I can happily announce that the last bloke I built with the strap that didn't fit on his pauldron, now I know what to do. This one fits like a dream. Perfect.
Absolutely.
Do it separately. Yes.
Let's put a whop of that on there.
Oh, knocking the camera. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's a first.
I never knocked the camera. Don't know how that happened. There.
We do it a lot, don't we? It's like, the camera.
Yeah.
My favourite one is the microphone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always doing that. Boom. It's like, yeah, microphone there, Carl. Yeah.
Let's have a quick chat while you're doing your delicate bits.
Yeah, no, it's all right, mate. I'm letting it dry at the moment, mate. So, yeah.
Let's have a look.
Well, I'll have a slick of tea
cool,
then.
says Daniel, about our dumb build. However, it can't be the dumbest thing ever if I'm not directly involved, says Rabbit. Yeah, it's possibly true. Stay cool then, witness stupidity, says Daniel. What? Oh, we've done that one.
I do think we've excelled ourselves, to be honest with you, mate.
Yeah.
I think the audience will be proud of us.
Fox, we know you are, but what's the figure called? What? We are at first. Daniel says, Colin, think Marcus can fix a workshop on swearing.
Oh, yeah, he's a legend, he is, Marcus.
Yeah.
I still say, Daniel, that Marcus had the best ever wibble I've seen in a hangout. And I've seen a lot of wibbles in the hangouts over the years.
Oh, yeah.
But Marcus,
it's kind of a wibble factory.
Yeah, Marcus holds that mantle, mate.
You keep Marcus's mantle out of the public view, thanks very much.
Mate, it was a legendary wibble, mate. It was proper walk off, muttering and shouting at your feet. Dagnammit. Oh, mate.
I'm going to have to step away for 2 minutes. I shall be right back.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. Yeah, all right, mate. No worries. I think he's gone now. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Super Festa glue. If you get stuck, get this. Yeah, it's got its uses. Obviously, in these sort of builds, you've got to keep using it. But yeah, it does pen and ink a little bit. That's the downside with it. But it'll be fine. Like I say, I've got my room well vented. So, yeah. I'm not wearing my massive big all-in-one respirator for doing that because I'm only spraying a small bit. But I just have a little tiny printer mask that I can flick up over my chops. Pardon me if it gets a bit too smelly, so we'll have a bit of him off of there. Cut him further down because they don't look like there's a plinth for that. So there you go. We cut that without amputating my finger. Get in. Don't need that one. We got that to go on at some point. We've got a spare one of those. They're all offcuts, so they can live with the offcuts part. That's my next hinge. So whilst we're doing that, I think what I'll do is I'll make a couple of bolt heads to go round here because I've got bolt heads to go on there. So I'll just dig out my bolt maker. It says optimistically. Let's get a bit of that on there. There you go. And I've got one of these bolt head makers. Fox has got the rivet machine and I've got the bolt head maker. Or the nut and bolt maker, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so let's just move them out of the way. It's just a little bits of styrene, and then you can make your bolt heads out of it. So if I go for a 1.5, yeah, 1.5, there you go. We'll make a few little bolt heads, and this is a little RP Tools punch and die set. And I use this to make my little bolts with, folks. So we'll just give that a trim. Like so. Make that into a strip, because it's always easier to do it in a strip than it is not in a strip, so to speak. So let's throw that off the other side. That way you can sit and punch a few of these, because I want to put some bolts around there. So literally just get your die like so, straight on there. Cut the clumps with the hammer, like that. And that'll give you a bolt head. See that? In there. And then as you make more, it'll pop them out. And that gives you a very tinsy-wincy hexagonal bolt head. There it is. Just on. And that'll be a little nut or a bolt head that will go on that bit of white plastic over there. Okay, so I'm going to make a few of them just to get some of them on the go. I might actually just fold that over because I'm doing them on a mat that's surrounded by bits of crud. So let's do it on the mat. I should be able to see it a bit better against the blue then. Because, yeah, we are a man of much eyesightness. Little bit on there. There you go. I'll do 4. Why not? Apologies if it's too loud, folks. I hope it isn't. But just want to make some of them. Try not to twitch, Cole. Like so.
I'm returned.
He is returned. There you go.
It's...
So that should be a few of them done.
Have you read Athol's goodbye comment?
I haven't yet, mate, because I was making nutheads, mate.
No worries. He says, well, time for triple chocolate trifle. Oh, as it's been falling
nice
out
one.
all day. And I'm starving. Night-night, all he says.
Night-night, Athol. Take care, buddy. Thank you for coming in.
Triple chocolate trifle.
I know.
That seems irrelevant to my interests.
Absolutely. Mum all right?
Yeah, she's fine. She made her a brew.
Oh, nice one. There you go. We'll do another one. Happy days. And then that should be a few of them done then. And we can put that away.
What are you doing? Bolt heads?
Yes.
Ooh. Cool.
Me little plate. There you go. So that's a few of them done. Takes a couple of minutes or seconds even. But they're done. And then I've got a load more of them to make the next couple of weeks for someone who will remain nameless.
Ooh. You do realise every time I refer to you, that little 222 that you're building, that I've got the same one.
Yeah.
To me, it's basically Gruber's little tank.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Hello.
I got a little dink. It's just been cleaned.
So that's that. All done and dusted. Saves me doing that again later.
Good lad. I've successfully managed to get this arm lined up with that arm.
Oh, nice one.
Which I temporarily fixed on. So when this has been painted and that's been painted, I can stick that on there. I've got the strap that goes from the pauldron to the gun separate, so I'll paint that separately and simply glue it on it. You can just put it in place, so that should be easy. The other guy's knackered, and I knackered that up, so I can't do much with that one.
Yeah.
I hold my hands up for that one.
Just push
it is what
there,
it is.
Yeah.
Let's get this little fellow on here.
I did, didn't I? Oh, your pillow, see.
You will. You did.
I did, yeah. There they are. It's cool. The bin's so small you can barely see them.
Bolt heads. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's the other one.
I have to pick mine up with my modelling knife tip with the blade.
Yeah, I've got a little thing that I can pick them up with, but they are very tiny. And it doesn't help when you put your glue on your bench that you knock them all out the way when you're putting your glue on the bench.
Oh, John, you have to not breathe as well. Doing the riveting's great fun, but also fraught with danger.
Yeah. It certainly is. It certainly is. So
at the best of times.
Let's move that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. So I did lose 1. Hey, you know, not to worry. Do I need 6? Probably not. There it is.
It's your model?
There it is there. There's number 6. So we'll get them glued on. There you go. So I'll use my really tiny thing to pick things up with implement. Just have a clear up on the bench.
Name. The new Fespe really tiny things to pick things up with.
Oh, yeah. Move that all.
More good bookstores.
Move that all under there. There you go. All right. But yeah, I don't want to lose any of them. Actually, I'm not going to do any more sanding. I'm not. So I don't need that scuzzy cloth on there getting in the way.
Wait,
so.
Scuzzy cloth. Is that a new potential raggy?
It certainly is, mate. No, it's what I've been doing all my resin sanding on, and it's got chunks of resin and bits that when you lean on your bench, it keeps sticking all over you.
Yeah.
So I don't need it now. Right, where's me pick up tool? This tool, pick up. Yeah, have you a bit of him?
I learned the hard way to keep a clean bench, because if anybody's ever had that thing where, you know, your cutting mat develops a bit of a bend to it and it gets like a little hill in the middle. It kind of curls up like that at the edge.
Yeah.
And I sat there one day and I leant forward on my elbows hard and, of course, pushed the middle of the cutting mat down, and it just blew all the crap from the cutting mat out into my face. Poof! I was like,
lovely.
It was like a pair of bellows, because, of course, it accumulated crud underneath. I'm like, wow, that tasted great, thanks.
You're a pair of bellows.
I've got a nice pair of bellows.
Yeah, I had heard.
Steady.
So we're happy with that.
Yeah, 36 thumbs, nice one, says Sprue and Glue.
Oh, nice one. Thank you very, very kindly, folks, for taking the time to do that. It does help.
Stuff.
We're often asked, why do we talk about thumbs ups? It helps recommend a video on the channel to people that may not have seen it before.
Yeah. It helps it position higher in the recommendations and stuff all over YouTube. It gives it a better chance to be seen by the people.
Yeah, so thank you for taking the time to do that. It really does make a difference.
It does.
It's something I instinctively do when I go into Fox's streams or anyone else's streams. Straight away I go in, thumbs up, done.
The irony is that thumbs down actually do nothing.
No, that's right.
Whereas thumbs up help. They just they help YouTube realise that a video is a bit more popular, and it will, you know, it'll appear in more recommended lists.
Yeah. People used to do thumbs downs in the hope that it was detrimental, and it was like, it's still an interaction on the channel, and you've wasted 10 seconds of your life. So, yeah.
But it's a bit like putting tags into your videos. They don't actually do anything.
No.
But at the end of the day, somebody has to come into your video and be in the video while it's playing to click the thumbs down. So it's like, counts as a view.
Counts as a view.
We always say, if you like the video, give a thumbs up. If you don't like it, do 2 thumbs downs, just to make the point.
Absolutely. There you go, folks. See, bolts. That's how you make your bolts. See, get in there.
Oh, look at that. And they're big, massive and all. I like that.
Yeah. See, so, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's best to go oversized because you want to exaggerate. I want it to be exaggerated.
Yeah.
Because I like exaggerating bits on my orc builds.
It's a good job you weren't depending on me to send you bolt heads, wouldn't it? Because you'd be lucky to be waiting forever.
Yeah, it's one of them. I just make them as I need them, to be honest with you. I could have hundreds of them done, but...
I need to make you so many rivets.
Yeah. Yeah, but we've both realised that after an hour of doing it, you're like, I really want to go home now.
I want to give it the will to live.
Right. Did that have a bolt head on it? It did. It did. See, I've even got a bolt head going on my bracket. Oh, mate. You're going to be so proud of me. I'm going to do
something now that if you do it yourself, be careful and don't do it for more than a few seconds because the fumes are horrible. But don't put paper down your fall. I need to get the super glue off this drill bit, so I want to burn it off.
Yeah, that is a killer, folks. So be careful of doing it.
Yeah, just do it quickly. Get it off like that.
Yeah.
Just quick enough that I can get the excess off. And it's for 2 reasons. 1, the vapours are horrible, and 2, your thumb gets really burnt because the drill bit gets hot really fast.
Yeah, the vapours are actually extremely toxic, in all seriousness. So we do implore you.
Yeah. Be very careful. I mean, literally, I had the thing on there for like a second, which is fine. But if I had a big, thick crusty on that, I'd have to put my respirator on and do it outside. I wouldn't do it in here. That was just the slightest bit of glue when I was trying to clear the hole out in the bottle. So that little quick blip will be fine.
Jeff Light says, the more thumbs up, the more YouTube recommends a stream. Absolutely, Jeff. It really does help, mate.
Absolutely.
And it's massively appreciated. Again, you know, you're all coming in on a Monday because these shows were quite impromptu to start with. It's just we got so used to doing eModels every week, and we thought, well, the viewers tune in for the Monday show. Let's still give you something to watch. So I said to Fox about it and said, look, let's rotate it between our channels so that we both get equal views. And why not?
Give the people what they want.
More of our nonsense. If you want to tune in, you know, it's what it's all about.
You know what people like? People like shenanigans. And you know the best kind of shenanigans is more shenanigans.
Oh, mate, they are really going to be face palming. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it now. Especially McLeish. McLeish is going to like, I'm so telling H, Cole.
Just hope we're not overhyping it a bit too much, as we.
I don't think we are, to be honest.
I'm not even sure we can. Let's just be really honest.
Yeah, no, I really do think that just when you think you know our levels of stupidity, we have upped it, not up one notch. No, this is several notches now. This is...
And the best thing is, like, it's not one of our faults, because it's kind of... You could say it's Fox's fault, and it'll be really obvious why you'd say that when you see what it is. But at the same time...
I'm stupid enough to go along with it.
Yeah, Colin's the one that went, you know what, actually...
That'll work.
That's a good idea, that.
Yeah. And I immediately regretted it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm the one that spent money, and I immediately regretted it. But then I thought, no, actually, you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it because it's one of those things.
I think even for us two, it is stupid. But we're proud of it. We're proud of how stupid it is.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Because we've excelled ourselves. There you go, dude. Look at that. It's got bolts. It's got the hinges with bolt heads on them underneath the
exhaust. You've even got a Schmeister there on the side.
Yeah, there you go. So I'll take a photograph of it later and you'll be able to see it in a bit more detail. But yeah, there you go.
You can put it on your social medias.
Yeah, so what was a missing piece is now not a missing piece, folks. See?
I shall go and get mine in a bit and see if I can find it.
Bum-ass, bit of styrene and a couple of bolts.
Bum-ass.
There you go. Yeah.
I made the mistake of having my camera on the left-hand side. My tape dispenser on my bench is actually over there as well, which means I have to put my hand in front of the camera all the time.
So we are officially happy with it. So we got a bit of that going on there. Yes. Yeah, let's glue that on, Cole. Jeff Light says, from about 10 to 9, Maggie kept saying, is it time to Cole and Fox it? Oh, bless her.
Ah,
It's nice that
Maggie.
people have taken to these shows, because we was worried that people would get a bit, oh, God, not them two again. You know what I mean?
You worried? I was. I
admit that. I was like, are people going to get fed up with seeing us both?
To keep it family friendly, I am an attention lady of the night, let's say.
Yeah.
You know where that was going.
I did.
I finished a dude.
You go careful.
I shall go and get my 222 and see if it's got that bit missing.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I'm just up talk to the viewers for a little bit. This is
2 seconds. Just leave the microphone on. You can hear me. You can hear me falling over and standing on Legos and things.
It's leaving me on my own. Oh no! What am I going to do?
I can still talk.
Donald McKenzie, shut up then. Donald McKenzie says, clean bench and work area was drilled into me as a mechanical apprentice. Here. He said, and clean the tools and put them away in proper place at the end of the day. Absolutely, mate. I'm like it with my airbrushes because I used to do spray painting, and whenever I use an airbrush, it's field stripped, it's thoroughly done every time I use it. You know, a lot of folks will say, oh, you only have to do this, you know, a little bit. But, yeah. Even when he's away, he interferes, doesn't he? Yeah.
Return to that.
There you go.
Did you hear Mama Wolf saying hello, everybody in chat?
Yeah, I could hear you in the background. I was chatting with the chat, but kind of got drowned out. Yeah.
That's all right, then.
But, yeah, it was one of those as a painter. I used to field strip. All right there, Dave. I used to
I've got to get it out of the bag.
Yeah, I'll get there in the end. I will get this sentence out. I used to field strip my airbrushes every night and leave them in the thinners and everything, soaking, and yeah. It was the way to do it. And I did it today. I've been airbrushing, and once I cleaned one airbrush, I thought, well, it's been a while since I've done the others. So I just took all my airbrushes off the side and field stripped and cleaned them all.
Field strip their brushes. Field strip their brushes.
Absolutely.
Can I rustle now?
Is this? Yeah, of course you can, Dave. He tells me off for not saying a lot, but when I do, he either interrupts me or makes a racket.
Well, I've got to rustle when I get the bits out, so...
Yeah, see, this is why I unbag everything before I then plug my microphone in.
Well, I wasn't planning on getting this out tonight, so...
Well, you didn't have to, did you? No one forced you to.
Because I said I would. Oh, yeah, I've got the part there, look.
Yeah, I've got the part.
Is it? I take it on that spree, you just had that piece missing there completely. Must have snapped off.
Didn't have that bit. Yeah.
Probably broke off in the factory then, didn't it? And just got lost.
Yeah, because it didn't come out the box until... I'm happy. Because...
Yeah, well, you made it decent. You made it awesome.
Yeah, once that's primed, I'm happy.
Yeah, nobody will know. I want to work on this now. Oh, God damn it.
I know. See, this is what... Do you see what I've done there, folks? I've made him get his Cromlech resin stuff out. See? There's method to what I'm doing.
Look at the almost death core of Krieg Orc. It's just so awesome.
Yeah, I've got one in front of me, mate.
I know. Sure. Don't spoil my happy moment.
Build it.
I can't now.
Don't worry about a fart-ass little dude. You want to build your resin. I will get you building all your Forge World and Cromlech resin within a fortnight. I know it.
Oh, no, we'll do it. It's just I can't do it now because there'd be sawing involved and I can't wear a respirator on the stream, so...
I didn't have a respirator on, but I did all my sawing off air. Mm.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You did all your sawing off air.
Yeah, I only had my minuscule fettling to do, but...
Yeah.
Not that
I love the way their orcs have got, like, really long faces.
Yeah, Ron Perlman, innit?
Yeah, they look a bit like, if anybody's played the Oddworld games, like Abe's Odyssey and things like that, the bad guys that have got no arms, that's what these guys look like, face-wise. But they're obviously distinct enough to not be a copyright infringement, so that's good.
Yeah.
I've got to put things back in the bag now, Cole.
Yeah. Dream Builder says, yeah, good job, Cole. He says, nice fix. Yeah, I think it's better than the original bit. They can keep their little bit in the factory. I don't want it. They can keep their fanny-in little bit. I don't want it.
Don't need no bit, no nothing, neither no.
Yeah, I've got my own.
Thank you very much.
Don't need this.
Don't need it.
No, don't want it.
Colin says, nah.
I love being 5.5, mate.
I know.
I can't help myself. Oh.
Colin says, nah.
Yeah, Colin says, nah. Right, what we doing?
Although
Dream Builder says, what? No brum brum sound. It's coming, mate. It's coming.
You do know, though, Sod's Law says that it actually came with that from the factory. When you unbagged it, it pinged out and it's on. You'll find it in about a month on the carpet.
Stop trying to make everything out to be my fault, Fox. It was not in the box.
I'm just saying, Sod's Law says. It's the
no, Sod's Law won't say because it stayed in the bag until it came to the bench. Stop making me out to be an idiot.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
I know.
It'd be my luck.
You just say, but I'm just saying back to you that it wasn't in there.
Dude, it was a joke.
I know it was, but you're on and on at me all the time. Perhaps you did this. Perhaps you did that.
Never mind, it was just a joke.
Yeah. Here we go. It's got to have the last word.
Exactly.
There you go. Oh, wish me luck, folks. All right, let's carry on with this. Daniel says no brum brum sound. Brum, 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 brum. There you go, mate. You've had your brum brum sound.
Some brum brum sounds complete.
Yeah. There you go.
Right, who's the next one? Let's get the next guy on the factory line.
Yeah. Obligatory 2 dudes coming up. You know they are.
No, these take longer to build. I won't get another one. I'll get him off the spree, I think. This is more like one dude in a couple of hours, these guys.
He wants to build the resin. I know he does.
I want to do my resin. I want to do the thing that we've got on the way.
Yeah, I bet he wishes now. I bet he wishes now he'd kept that on his bench. Yeah.
That's not mince words. I want to do the thing that the people don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, that is gonna. Everything is gonna be put. Everything is gonna be put to one side when that arrives. You just know it, mate.
Yeah.
Jeff
I'm
Light
sorry,
says steptoe and son are off again. Yeah, we are like an old married couple. You know, but there you go. It's like, yeah, we are like this all the time.
Absolutely.
You know, but
It's part of the charm.
Absolutely. We both drive each other nuts.
Yep. You drive me more nuts than I drive you nuts.
Absolutely, see, because he's got to make out that I'm worse than him, see, so yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
But that is because he's a guru and no one is perfect like Fox, see, so.
I'm a gnu.
Yeah.
How do you do?
Whereas I'm like, yeah, stop blowing smoke up your arse. You're just as bad as me.
I never do.
Yeah, there you go.
Which one is that going to be? That's going to be...
It does really. But yeah, it does. See?
Hey, I pay a little man from the village to come and do that for me.
See what I mean? Last word. Yeah, it does.
Yep, always.
It does really.
I have to get the last word.
Absolutely. And I know he does. That's why I keep doing it. All right, so we've got that. Dude, that's a different type of resin they've used for that because it is like, yeah, I know, I can hear him. He's a twat.
Yeah, I noticed that. I've got, in mine, I've got
different shades.
I've not got different shades in this. Oh, I have. What's this one?
You look at your dudes and your missiles, they're all different colours. So what I've done there, folks, I've got him to get it back out again. You want to build it?
No, I've got the half track, which is like a German half track.
Yeah.
And that's got all the same colour, but apart from the wheel and a few of the track parts, just like a different colour. Yeah. All the other two are all the same colour. So
yeah, my dude, as you can see, is quite a lot lighter. The dude and the missile.
I'm guessing what they probably do is they'll have like multiple runs, won't they?
Yeah.
When they do the castings for one kit, if some of the parts aren't right, they'll just grab a part from a different.
That's probably where that plate is in their factory.
Yeah.
Dream Builder says, all right, it's getting a bit late here. He says he's an hour ahead of me. What's that? He said, chat, do ask questions. These two nutties know a lot. Printing, painting and more. Have a nice connotation on the stream. Good night. No worries, mate. Yeah, we do allegedly have some knowledge. We're not as daft as perhaps we portray, but...
Yeah, we're not actually idiots. I do hope that people realise that a lot of the stuff we do on camera it's kind of an act. It's a persona. It's not...
yes.
Obviously, in real life, we are completely different in a lot of ways. But
still 5.5, though.
Yeah, having said that, there's a lot of us in our on-screen personas, but a lot of it is persona.
Yeah, we don't like to brag, do we, about what we know or what we don't know, because we don't want people to think we're being arrogant.
No, but at the end of the day, you don't pay us enough to get the real us.
Yeah, we are unique individuals, as H often says. Oh, that's what that bit's for. I've been wondering where that went. You learn something new every day. Why does it go like that? That's a bit gash.
That's a bit gash.
It's a bit gash.
They're basically leaving this up to me as to what I do with each person, aren't they, basically?
Yeah, so, you go careful with that, because we know what happens when things are left up to you.
Yeah, no. Oh, I didn't put a sight on that guy's weapon. Ooh, I need to put a sight on it. Some sort of...
Yeah, get your weapons here, folks, for £8.
Get your weapons here.
So apparently that goes in there somehow. That is... like that.
By Georgia, I think she's got it.
Oh, yeah, happy days.
Did you figure something out?
I did. I figured it out all by myself using my brain folds.
Ooh, foldy brain parts.
Yeah, but I'm not going to tell you now, because you're going to have to figure this out on yours.
I shall apply my brain folds.
Yeah, it's one of those triangle moments.
Oh, is it? Okay. I look forward to the challenge that will be put upon me.
Yeah, this is where you go and do it straight away, and I'll hate you forever.
No, not necessarily.
Never met the girl. I've heard about her, though.
Ain't necessarily so.
See what you did there?
Did you see what I did there?
Yeah, there you go.
I've actually got, for this Well, how many of these optical? One,
Fraser Green is in, he says. Hello, chaps. Hello, Fraser.
Hello, Fraser.
How are you, my friend? Lovely to see you in, mate. Hope you're keeping well. Family are well.
How goes the revolution?
Absolutely. And all your nearest and dearest are well. Oh, yeah, look at that. He's got a tit on the side. That's where he goes on there, like that.
Oh, we do get enough. Yes, we get enough sights, iron sights. Good. I like that.
Oh,
I'm getting flashbacks, Cole. You remember that? You remember that iron sight that you got on the boom Dakar Wazjet that never stayed on?
He was the bloke in the wheelchair, wasn't he? See what I did?
Iron sight. I see what we did there. I've got 4 of them.
Oh, yeah, I've got one over there that I've rested in place because I thought if I leave it laying around, I'm going to think it's a greeble.
Yeah.
Greebles wobble, but they don't fall down. See what I did?
They don't fall down.
So we got missiles here, and I am already saying that I am going to put checkers on the tip of one of the missiles.
Well, it's kind of required because there's a lot of checkers moulded into that thing anyway.
Yeah.
So
They're not thin checkers, they're chubby checkers.
Oh, Lord.
I went there, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
You're ashamed, aren't you?
I may have to go and have a shower.
Yeah, you're disappointed. You're not disappointed in me, you're disappointed for me, aren't you?
I'm disappointed within you. I'm going to have to clear my throat 1 sec.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Sorry about that.
It's all right, don't have to apologise.
Tickly cough nonsense.
It's one of your things, isn't it, that always happens when you do a live. It's funny, isn't it, how we've got these. I get the yawns, you get the tickly cough.
Well, I normally get the sniffly nose, but just the last year or so, I've had a real bad tickly cough that pops up at always the worst possible moment. That's why I can never go into a church or a library or a funeral home ever, or a funeral or anything ever, because I'll just be, no.
I was going through my archives the other day on the channel, and I came across one of the hangouts that we did, or one of the live streams we did. And you could see us doing our usual going off to the left to have a puff on a smoke.
Oh, yeah.
But it's how gravelly our voices both were, and how we consistently coughed throughout the stream with our smoker cough.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't realise, and I looked at it and I thought, my God, we're both coughing like a pair of 90-year-olds there. And it's, oh, yeah, it's because we still smoked.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing that got me was when I stopped smoking. Talking of which, I've got a really bad cough, but when I stopped smoking, I couldn't. My voice became a lot more hoarse and raspy. Like I didn't have as much. Oh God, this cough's terrible. I didn't have as much voice in me. I was like suddenly like. I thought my voice got worse when I stopped smoking.
Yeah. You went all a bit Bob Fleming there. You're right there, Bob.
Yeah, it's just a scratchy thing in the back of my throat. All right, Bob. All around. Never mind.
Yeah.
You know where that goes.
I do. Oh, it's a great video. If ever you get a chance, folks, go onto YouTube and do a search for Bob Fleming's Fookin, F-O-O-K-I-N, classics.
Mm-hmm.
Just sit and watch it. It is British nonsense at its best, folks.
Oh, yeah.
You won't be disappointed.
As was the entire Fast Show, let's be perfectly candid.
Yeah.
The entire Fast Show was just classic British comedy.
People will look at it and go, really? But yeah, that's what makes us giggle over here. It is our slightly childish sense of humour at its best.
Mm-hmm. It's like from like the late 80s, British comedy died. But the Fast Show was a little tiny bit of a resurrection for just a few years.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
And then it died, and then it died again.
Yeah, it was just one of them shows that,
Mm-hmm.
It worked. Fraser and Jeff having a chat with each other there. Happy days. Yeah, it's nice to see you about, Fraser. It's nice to see you about. Right, so we got him going in there. We got dude poking out of there. I don't know what he's...
Oh, you dude. No, don't say that.
Or whether that's just an head that's sticking out. Really wish that was a clearer picture, but it's not. What's that one? So we got another bomb, all of that, bit of him.
I think I'm getting to grips with these instructions now a bit.
Oh, are ya? Happy days.
I think it's basically, here's how to make the captain, and here's a rough template of how to make a dude. Everybody else just do the same. But
yeah,
use
if in
whatever
doubt,
bits you want.
bung it in there, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't show you dude by dude because it's like just do the same for the others.
Yeah. So we got him sticking out. So could he be like that? And him like that? They're like that.
It's the barrel.
I'll get in there.
You need a back end.
Happy days. Yeah.
Rather a front end.
So that's a bit of scullage. Ah, right. Got it now. Happy days.
Taxed you this one, hasn't it?
No.
You have to do all the thinking tonight.
No, it's just one of them. That's the only thing with the Cromlechs. You get zero. You don't even get a bit of paper telling you what bits you get. You just get a box with bits in it. But no, it's the little details. You know, I want to make sure I'm putting them in the right spot. So,
yeah.
Not that it normally bothers me, but on these ones, I don't know, I've gotten right into them.
They are nice. You want to get it right, don't you? Because they're nice.
Yeah, I've gotten right into this one, and it's like, yeah, happy days. Happy days, or it a stay.
That reminds me of being at Pontin's. Happy days are. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Pontin's in the 80s. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. Come to Oh, yeah. British holidays of the 70s.
Used to go Blackpool Pontins every year.
Yeah.
That was our summer holiday. In the 1980s, late 70s.
Brits on holiday, eh? God, Brits abroad. Yeah. When you first go to a foreign country and you see how British people behave, you're like, yeah, really? No wonder people, yeah. Right, so he's got all the bombs on him. He's got all the guns on him. Right.
Get your bombs out.
That gun is removable, so I can paint him. I'm at them.
Gentlemen, remove your guns.
And then these will be magnetised because you get options on this, see, of turrets. You can have the one with the big Krieg in it. You can have him giving the bean. He's flicking the bird there. That's actually something.
I'm glad you didn't get those two mixed up.
Yeah.
Giving the bean and flicking the bird.
Well, yeah. It's like,
steady.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can have the choice. Actually, they won't need magnetising because they do just sit on there quite nicely. So,
is that the turret where it just slots into the recess?
Yeah. So, but I might end up, utilising this on another vehicle. You see this dude here? Yeah. You know what vehicle I mean? The vehicle we can't mention.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So. Keep an eye out for him, Fox. Remember him. He might make an appearance. Oh, God, what on earth am I thinking? I need to get out more. We then got this dude, because I like him on there with his old telescope. I like him with his big bombage.
Telescoping, yeah.
That sounded wrong. So he goes under there like that with his flap up. Right.
Get your flap up.
What else can I shoehorn on there, folks?
I'm going to build these people now without all the ornamentations on the backpacks, and I'll do that bit later because I don't know which bits to use.
You're an ornamentation.
I don't want to cut all bits off them and find I can't fit them on, so...
Right. So I think we can slap one of them on the Aris there. Like there. Bonk. We can have that one.
Slap it on the Aris.
There's a gun on there, so this geezer, I reckon...
There's a gun in it.
Where can we throw him?
Right, this one's going to be a flamey flamer. So
I want him there. Got two there.
What's for that?
So they're all right. Got one over there. So we could slap that over there somewhere. Oh, they'll do. Yeah, happy days.
Let's give him... What's his underslung bit going to be?
And then we got some kind of uber-duber light going on and all.
Uber doober. Uber doober.
Over lightage going on.
Uber doober doober doo-ah, doo-ah, doo-ah.
Yeah, like that. See, so...
Okay, so they're all flamers and melters. That's no good for all the ammo I've got.
Could I just... Yeah, I've got to sling him on there. Happy days. Right. Because I don't have greebles left over on me builds if I can help it. All the things get used. But I want to use that one for the upcoming surprise stream.
I shall say nothing.
On that
I shall
part.
remain mute. On the subject?
I honestly think people are just going to look at us two and go, they are absolute nuts.
See, I know what you're thinking. You see, I'm going to be sticking in scale in mine, I think, but I can see where you're going with it. Although, what I think you're going to do and what you actually do is
two different things.
Close. Yeah, I won't even be able to come anywhere near the kind of stuff yours going through your brain.
I'm taking stupid to an whole new level with it because you've unleashed something, and it's like, yeah, you want me to be daft? I'm going to be so daft on this build, mate.
Basically, stupid's going to look at you and go, dude, that is stupid.
Yeah, can I have my stupid back, honey? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to take it to a strange level.
We've basically moved into the dumbass version of the Matrix.
Yeah, but again, I think it's going to show people that no matter what the kit is and how it's sold to people, it goes to show you that when it hits your bench, you can make whatever you like out of whatever you like using your imagination.
Yeah. Also, it's just crazy, silly fun, and none of this is serious.
Yeah, it's just, and it's not a dig at anyone. It's a lot of folks do take this hobby so seriously. And we're all doing it to have fun. And that's all we want to do. We're not belittling people. We're not going at people or picking holes in anything. We just want people to see that you can have fun in the hobby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
And that's what it's all about. Dodie, no.
Sunny days are here. The sun. Oh, that was it. They always used to sing "The Sun Has Got His Hat On" as well.
Right, it's like, I don't care about the sun or its hat. Leave me alone.
Nope. Yeah. Give me none of that, thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, the sun can take its hat and it can go away. See what I did?
I said good day, sir. I said good day.
Right, so we've got two of them there. Can he reach them? He can reach them ones.
I should give him some dangly bits. Dangly ammunition-y bits.
A bit of the old angle of the dangle.
Possibly.
Well, you're going to have some of that on there. Because I didn't like that gap. Now there ain't a gap. So, yeah, all the bits
you see
are
that
going
gap?
on.
Yeah, I don't like that gap. You want me to kill it? Nah.
Jeff says, been continuing with an army of Warhammer Ogre Kingdom guys. They've gone to bed while I get some more paint. Oh, happy days. Happy days. Look forward to seeing them, mate. Does Maggie build Warhammer, Jeff? Is it something that Maggie does? Does she do modelling, mate? Does the wife get involved in your hobby at all? Or does she just sit there going, you're mad?
Yeah. It's nice when partners do that. Significant others take interest in the hobby. Yeah. Well, a lot of times they just kind of go, oh, really?
Well, it's like the black coach I've got. You know, the missus loves that because it's right up her street, that sort of haunted stuff, you know, and it's... So that'll become hers. That'll be acquired.
You've lost that now.
Yeah, that'll be claimed, mate.
That's gone now. Forget it. It's not happening.
So, yeah. And it's like the little grot tanks. Oh, yeah, that's it. You know, cute alert's been raised. And it's like, oh, isn't they cute? It's like, yeah, I've lost them, haven't I? Yeah. Yeah,
they've gone now. Bye. Barely even knew you.
Sprue and Glue says, Colin, can we see Rabbit? Yes, you can. I've got relatives to go with Rabbit now, David. If I can remember where I put them all.
That's the important bit.
That's a good point, actually, because I know I built them. because I built them on the stream with you, didn't I?
Uh-huh.
Let's have a look, see if I can find them all.
It's going to work now. So that's there.
Bear with me, David.
Super match game.
It's just I've got to have a move round so that I don't actually sit on my kits.
Gentlemen, do not sit on your kit. That would be terrible.
Yeah,
I cleaned that one up, didn't I?
You did.
I did. I'm a good lad. I cleaned it up nice. Okay, that's the underslung, so that's going to go there. So we're going to need something for a burny weapon.
Oh, I know where they are.
Might be a bomb.
No, they're above me head on the shelf.
Difficulty I've got with this weapon is that I don't necessarily know which magazines go with which weapon types because I'm not that familiar with them. So I hope I'm not getting it wrong.
That'll be that. And then that will be there. I am getting there, David. I'm just navigating my way back to a seated position. So
Bobbin says he's just finished a box of 5 Chaos Knights, Edge of Sigmar, evil dudes on armoured horses.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice one.
And Jeff Light says, no, Cole, she supports my hobby. She loves and enjoys the streams that we watch.
Oh, bless.
Right. Well, we love her back. There you go. Big hugs to Maggie.
David wants to see the infamous rabbit.
Full screen it.
I am, mate. I'm just, if you could, mate, it saves me having to, because I'm just about to try and sit down. Bear with me, mate.
There you go.
There you go. That's the rabbit that David loves. There you go.
That needs social media photographs, that does.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's him. Yeah, I know, because he doesn't appear anywhere, does he, on social media? And then since then, David, since then, we've got this one that I'm doing that has got, it's got what's his name? Well, so I suppose I could call it a fox, really. It's got this dude with it, with the big fluffy tail that's going to go on there. So he'll be with that one. And also there's another little dude that's got to be built that sits in the sidecar.
Are these 3D prints or bought kits?
No, these are little retro bike kits that you can get. Then you've got this dude that sits on this motorbike.
Look at that.
Goes with it. He sits down like that.
He's like...
he's another one. And then I've got the mad fisherman with the shark that I've done. Sat there like that.
Sweet.
I'll pick the bit up that fell out the bag in a minute. So yes, folks. So I've got all of them ones as well now, David. So yeah, quite a few different ones there, mate.
Cool.
So there you go, folks. So they're all going to get painted and photographed and put up on the Facebook at some point. Because I've been binge building all of my resin stuff. Because why not?
You've been going through the shelves, haven't you, and getting it all done and ready?
Yeah, getting it all built because I'm kind of up against the clock, aren't I, in so many words.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's what I've been up to, David. So there are additions to the collection since you last saw it, mate.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So we'll put all of them back and I'll deal with all the bits that fell out once I come off air.
Exhaust.
Because, yeah, me being me, I do like to drop everything.
You do have that little ability, don't you? It's your secret power.
Yeah, it's one of them things. Stuff seems to like ricocheting from over there, going da, 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 and then it jumps up and always ends up going on the floor. And it's, yeah, bench is like a billiard table. He said, "Did you ever do a crazy frog?" No, I've got an STL file for one though. Somewhere amongst my STL file collection, David, I do have a crazy frog.
Is that Crazy Frog of the phone thing from many years ago?
Yeah, you know that really annoying one that we all loved.
Yeah,
so
I know. It's in my head now. Thank you.
Ring a ding 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 ding.
Don't do it. I was the worst. That's a knack.
Yeah, I know it gets you. Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah,
ding,
no,
ding.
I know a song that'll get on your nerves. Get on your nerves. I started deploying that every morning to get my wolf up now.
Oh, have you? Oh, mate.
Yeah, it gets to that point sometimes. Oh yeah, yeah. Sometimes you have to get the chemical weapons out.
I bet she loves you.
Oh, absolutely. I'm her favourite son. Absolutely. Right, I think that's everything. We've given him a. Let's put that over there. Given him a sign. I need to choose a string from.
Resin part suitably retrieved. Pardon me.
I think it makes perfect sense to have an iron sight on a flamethrower, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you want to know where your flames are going. Flames, Bendico, flames.
Why wouldn't you have one?
On. Yeah.
At the end of the day, makes sense to me, mate.
Wait, so what am I doing now? So I've got the body.
Let's put that out of the way.
Arms. You need arms there.
My light of seeingness, that goes with that bike there.
What shall I give him? Oh, I could give him a... Have we got any more? Oh, hello. I'm having thoughts.
Oh dear, you go careful, Fox. You know what happens when you have them faults, mate.
Well, they give you plenty of like arms holding the hand grip on the weapon.
Yeah.
So you've got the right arm holding the weapon, the left arm on the hand grip.
Yeah.
But they also give you a load of hand grips, and one of the arms is just he's holding a dirty, great big cigar in his hand, and it's like I want one of them at least holding their big weapon in their right hand, if you pardon the expression. It's all going wrong, and the other one is then with the cigar in his hand. I'll have that.
Absolutely. There you go. That goes in with that one.
So we'll have him smoking a cigar.
Give that man a cigar.
I mean, it's either a cigar or a dirty, great big cigarette. I don't know.
I don't remember what program that used to be out on. Hey, give that man a cigar. Unless it was a film.
It's probably
Spur and Blue says, I missed a lot. He says, sorry for not being back. Don't have to apologise, David. I've told you that many times, mate.
Presence is not mandatory.
You don't have to apologise in here, mate. You know, real life, David, gets us all. So,
yeah.
You know, we enjoy your company, mate. We've always said that to you. But, you know, if you're not about for a reason, mate. So don't stress over it.
Never have to apologise, but send all checks too.
We're over it now. We've both dried our pillowcases out where we were sobbing so much.
Yep.
No, all joking aside, mate. Yeah, don't worry.
We take credit cards, checks, luncheon vouchers.
Not literally real checks, as in check people. We're on about payment checks. Yeah. Just in case anyone thinks that we're kidnapping a race. Yeah.
Right, I think that's all the bits I need for that gentleman.
Jeff says, are they commercially available or are they 3D print files? They are on AliExpress, mate. Is where I get them from. Or say where I get them from. I used to get them before I started 3D printing. When I got the rabbit, David, bless him, loves the rabbit. And I always wanted to get the set. And finally, I thought, do you know something? Let's just get them. And I've got them then. So, yeah. They are something that I wanted to get the set of. Right, we've got another missile there. So let's figure out where he's going to go.
I take it the original models are long out of print, aren't they, I think? Is that right?
Yeah. It's just basically, they're not rip-offs or anything like that. No. It's just what the guy designed and that's it. But he doesn't do any more to go with the set now. That's it.
Yeah.
What you see is what you get. So, yeah, which is a shame.
Yeah, because they're really kind of cool and unique.
Well, they've got that 1950s retro feel about them that I like.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so for me, it's just something different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually,
what time are you wanting to go till, by the way, dude? Because you been at the bench.
5:30, mate, if that's all right, dude.
That works for me, dude.
Because you've got to be up early in the morning to take mum to the... yeah, you know what I mean?
Well, that's fine for me. I'm just thinking of you at the bench.
Yeah, no, I'm good, mate. I've stood up. I've had a stand, so
Need to shuffle her off to bed early,
Yeah.
so she can get her out of bed in the morning, which is more difficult than it sounds.
yeah, it's challenging, isn't it? Jeff says, thanks,
Yeah.
Cole, mate. Yeah, if I get an opportunity later on, Jeff, I'll put the links in the chat for you. But yeah, you'll find them, mate. Just go on AliExpress, type rabbit on bike. Yeah, you'll find them. But yeah, they are. I think they're just quirky little things. And where I've got the rabbit on his own up there, now to have the set, I can do a nice little base for them and they can all sit there as a group. So, and it's something that I could sit and film painting, and it's content for the channel. So,
yeah, you need to get some pictures of that rabbit up there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Photos for the social medias.
Yes, you need to pimp those socials.
It's something I'm really, really good at.
You're taking your baby steps. You're doing well. You've taken your first steps into a wider world.
Yeah, it's a scary world out there, though, mate.
You've taken your first steps into the wide, wide world of sport. No, wait, that's not right.
I get there in my own time, in my own imitable way.
Mm-hmm. I do love the fact that Games Workshop, when they do orcs, they always have like on them, they have lots of things like a strap of leather that's wrapped around the wrist a few times, or a bit of rope because it just means that when you've got a gap in a bit of flesh that you can't coat, you can just wrap some easy line around it and make something that looks exact. Or on the vehicles as well, it's like you got a gap between two pipes, just wrap some easy line around it. There you go. It's just bindings.
Easy line's man's best friend, mate.
Yeah, especially with orcs. It's absolutely brilliant.
Orcs is a thing, isn't it?
Theoretically, you could get away with never ever filling any gaps with orcs because you can just bunch things over them. Theoretically.
Absolutely, mate. Orcs is a thing, isn't it?
You're a thing.
Currently using some brass rod to mount the front wheel of the little trike, says Retro Rabbit. Get your brass rod here, £3 for a pound.
£3 for a pound.
Not £1 for a pound, not £2 for a pound. £3 for a pound.
Free pair of socks with every brass rod. There you go, ladies.
Yeah. What do we do it like that? I reckon like that.
Festa, for all your rod need. Wait, no.
Yeah, that sounds wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, no emus were hurt in the making of this podcast.
I stepped away from that one. I was on Twitter today and I was looking at something, and for some reason Chuckle Brothers was trending. I don't know why.
Oh, anyway, right.
Somebody said it's if Chuckle Brothers is trending, it's a chance for me to post this picture again. And it's basically a photograph of the Chuckle Brothers on either side of a woman who's got a glass in her hand, and they're all taking like a group photograph, like they've got their arms around her, and they're all smiling and stuff. And there's nothing untoward about it until you realise that this woman's wearing like a sleeveless top.
Yeah.
And if you imagine she's got, I can't really show you, she's got a glass in her hand, like a shot glass or a whiskey glass. And then she's got like a bare arm behind the glass. You can see her bare arm going up to her shoulder, and there's some of her hair, like long brown hair, hanging over her shoulder.
Yeah.
And it took me a few seconds because it looks exactly like she's got a whiskey glass with a large gentleman sausage in it.
Oh, right.
You can't not see that.
Yeah, you can't unsee that.
Because I was like, what is that? So I zoomed in, I'm like, oh, it's actually, because I was like, why would somebody make that? Oh, it's just one of those unfortunate.
I've got one of those. It's a classic, and I caught people out with it a while back. I'm just looking for the picture now. Where is it? It's in my phone. Yeah, there you go. It's the Chicago Bulls, right? Now, it's their logo. Now, our American friends will know this, right? There's their logo. But when you turn it upside down, it's a droid shagging a crab.
You can't not see that, can you?
You can't not see it, can you? It's basically...
It's just there.
It's assaulting a poor, volatile little crab. There you go, folks.
Aw.
Chicago Bulls badge. Yeah, little robot. So, yes, there you go, folks.
Yes. I can't show you the Chuckle Brothers picture, of course, but
Yeah.
just do a Google search for Chuckle Brothers something glass.
Yeah.
Something in a glass. You'll find it. And it's just an innocent picture, but it's just so unfortunate. It's like, oh, that's...
You go, see, so you can't unsee that ever now, folks.
Nope.
Sorry to put that idea in your heads.
No, that's once it's there. It's your public duty to let people know.
Yeah, for £8 or each one, as lovable TV trader would say, absolutely.
Yep.
£8.
I'm glad he said bare arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just got like a sleeveless top. So it's just her arm with like, she's got, you know, you see her from the front and she's got a glass in her hand and you see like her arm behind and it's like.
Yeah, I did wonder, David, where he was going with it, mate, to be honest.
Yeah. It's one of those pictures that you don't even have to look carefully. It's just there. With the moment you see the picture, you can't not see it. Yeah. You don't even have to be told. You kind of have to be told it's not real. It's that obvious. It's rather hilarious.
David says, my eyeballs are burnt forever. Yeah, Chicago Bulls, mate. He said, I wouldn't have ever seen that, Cole, says Jeff. Yeah, this is how Festa's mind works, mate. Yeah. It flipped on my phone once. I had the logo and me image spun and I was like, that looks like a droid Roger in a crab. Yeah.
There is actually, I think there's the Reddit page dedicated to logo fails like that.
Yeah.
Where there's something, people see it such as, and you never thought of it when you designed it. And now it's like, yeah, no, you can't not see it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too late now because you've made it public. Oh. It's like I don't know what it is, right? But near me, there's a place called Kumon, Kumon.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it seems to be like a company that does like tutoring for kids, like they do like maths and English tutoring or something. I've never really looked into it.
Yeah.
But I think they offer services so parents can like hire someone to tutor their kids out of school hours or something like that. But the logo is like a little stick man's face.
Oh, right, yeah.
But they've given him like a really terrified look. He's just like two dots and but instead of two dots and a smile, it's like two dots and a slightly upturned mouth, and it's like he looks like he's going. Oh,
really?
He looks like you've just told him you're going to have to take him to the dentist or something. This is really like not happy look.
It's proper. I'm going to get you, butler.
No, it's proper like, oh no, I've got to do maths. And the worst offender is if you go to McDonald's drive-thru and they have the kids Happy Meal, they've got that god-awful like 3D model Happy Meal box with legs and eyes and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I know the one.
But they've given him like, you get the eyelids at the bottom of the eye as well as the top.
Yeah.
And that's a massive no-no because that means he's squinting a bit.
Yeah.
So when he's got this big goofy smile, but he's got his lower eyelids going, it looks like he's going, like he's about to take your children away and put them through a meat grinder or something. He's like, I'm trustable. Or he looks like he's really unhappy and he's like being pressured into smiling on camera when he really wants to just like blow his own brains out. It's like, don't ever show the lower eyelid because that just makes him look really insane. Just look at it next time you see it and just imagine he's going, I'm happy. Yeah. I can't pass that every time I see it.
You can't unsee it, can you?
No, it's just the wrong facial expression, and they've used it for you. It's like, that's the worst facial expression. Don't.
Sprue and Glue says, sorry, it's that time. Nigel, have a great stream. He's watching on the telly now. No worries, David, mate.
Take care, buddy.
Nice to see you back about, mate. And, yeah.
You did Bruce Forsyth again.
I know.
You're nice to see you, don't you?
Nice to see you. I see you nice.
Yeah.
It is nice to see people about, though, isn't it? Because, you know, they're all our mates at the end of the day. And when we don't see folk about, we do start worrying about them. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's our little community that we've fostered and nurtured and fed from an egg.
Yeah, so it is nice to see you all about. Yeah.
It's nice to be able to look at the community and say, I made that.
Absolutely.
Your own little community and stuff. It's nice.
Well, it keeps us going. It keeps us interested in doing this because, like I say, you know, we do it for everyone that comes in.
Mm.
You know, so when we see our mates, it's just nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's always nice to see our folks.
Right. Drilling.
You're drilling.
I'm drilling.
You go careful, mate. I'm worried about you.
Drilling.
Right, so we got a knife. We got a knife to go on there. So
have a look. What a knife.
See where I can find. If not, it'll go where I think it should go.
Space is where it should go.
Yeah.
I'm really, really hungry.
There you go. So we got all of that. So it doesn't show it. So it's going where I want it to go then. We've got to find a home for that bit. Got no idea what that is.
Do you know what I had for my dinner?
What did you have for your dinner?
Nothing.
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 Nah.
Nothing.
Didn't have a thing, did you?
Nah. Didn't have time.
So we got a bit of that. So I reckon that can go on there. Yeah, we'll have him on there. And then, why did I put that other bit then? I had it in mind just now.
Space.
Oh, it's up there. There.
I might have to order some filth when we finish.
Oh, you got dirty sordid grub coming, have you?
Well, no, but I might have to, because the thing is, if I go in the kitchen, like, there's no space. There's no, like, all the pots and pans need to be washed and they're all on the hob, and it's like, oh.
You've been lazy, haven't you?
Yeah, left it for a few days.
Oh, you shame
so
on you.
The hob's full of pans that are filled up with soapy water and waiting to be washed. It's like, I'm not going to do the washing up and then make dinner at 11 o'clock at night. It's not nice.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame on you, Fox.
I'm busy looking after Mama Wolf and, you know, everything else. There you go. That's my excuse.
That sounded plausible to me.
I'm very busy not doing the washing up.
Hey, mate. If it gets you out of doing the washing up, then it's worked, isn't it?
Yep.
So we want him.
No, if it's not spreading disease, it can wait.
Round about there, I reckon.
If it's not spreading disease yet, it can wait. Let's get
too much in the way there. Do we have that?
Do we have it? Yes, we do.
Sitting on there. Let's get rid of that.
Sitting on the arm.
Jeff says, "Oops, Dave's still watching." Sorry, Dave. Yeah. Yeah, that's called doing a Dave now, isn't it?
What?
What you're doing?
What was it? I was just sanding. Generally.
Yeah, I know. Doing a Dave. That's what Dave is famous for. He's sanding.
I wasn't loud there, was it?
No, it was just mocking you, dear. Fret not. We're mocking you.
I don't fret. I don't fret. I don't like to sand loudly.
Oh, don't be daft. Makes no odds to me, mate. Is what it is. There you go. That's better. It's like having a pet hamster.
Yeah.
All right. So we got
poop. Poop. Yay!
Yay, poop was mentioned.
Yay.
Right. Okay. Let's make a decision.
So who pooped today then? Who in chat's pooped today? Let us know in chat. We want to know.
Oh, really?
Who's pooped, who's not pooped?
Why?
I don't know. It's just someone.
Why do you need to know
to talk
that?
about? It's interesting. It's the thing we all have to do, and it's to fill dead air. Not poop, obviously, because that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poop doesn't fill dead air.
Right. Last bit. We can do this. We can do this.
You expect sane conversations from me?
Yeah. I should have realised, really.
Yeah.
I reckon just sling it on there. Yeah.
Sling it on. Can't get this nub off. There's nowhere to put the blade.
Oh, you're a nub.
Nub.
You're made of nubs. See what I did?
All your nubs belong to us.
All your nubs. They belong to us.
Nubs. Oh, hazelnuts. Hey.
I see what we did there.
Cadbury's me.
And they cover them in chocolate.
Chocolate.
Right.
Outside the UK? Yeah, you won't get that.
No. Would they get away with that advert now?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I guess. I think so. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, probably.
That's that. That's that. Get in there, my son. I've only got now left to build my Full.Build War Boss tray.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember where I've put the rest of the Cromlech builds now. I've got that one. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, I have found it. Yeah, so yeah. So really, I should put the Cromlech builds back in the Cromlech box. That would make logical sense, Carl.
Ah, you're just including kits that you already own, not kits that you haven't bought yet. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm like. I'm buildy at the moment, and I'm losing track of where I'm putting stuff that I've built. I need to put all my resin builds in the resin box, which is above my head at the moment. So,
box of resin. Goodness.
Box of resin. Whilst I'm up, I might as well put them resin kits back up there.
See, that's what Forge World know, you see. They know that putting stuff in an unmarked white box just gives you the fizz.
It does, mate.
Makes you want to buy more. If it was in a normal box with pictures on it, that you wouldn't get the fizz. You'd be like, yeah, whatever. But because it's a white box, you're like, what's Forge World?
It is, mate. It's just there. Look. Oh. Forge World.
Oh, just something about that blank white box that makes it seem more exotic and it calls to you.
Look. Forge World. Oh, all of those grot tanks that are built. Oh,
dear Lord.
See,
Don't ever drop that box, otherwise you'll be really sad.
That's my box of resin builds, see, so I might as well take out the unbuilt stuff. See what I'm doing?
That's what you're doing.
Because I've got this dude to do as well.
I see what you're doing.
There you go. I've got him.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, look at that. It's got some bullets on him, isn't he?
Is that another Cromlech? Is that
no, that's Forge.World.
Wow.
Yeah, brilliant, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it's got some bullets in it. Look, yeah, you want some bullets, do you? You like him, didn't you? I've got him. That's him in there. Oh. Then I've got my Alt Boss on a bike.
Oh, yeah.
And then
from Wendy.
Yeah, and then I'll keep him down. That's the Erdin Master with Drimble suit, because I built the, what's his name last one, didn't I? So that now means... Oh, of course, yeah. David would have gone to bed now, but look. Oh, thanks. Oh.
So adorbs, I've got all them to do.
Yeah.
I've got loads of Forge stuff.
So I'm at that stage where it's all the resin's built nearly, dude. No. Brilliant, isn't it?
When are you off? Is it this week?
This week I'll go and go in Friday.
How long are you going to be out of commission for? A week or so?
I honestly don't know, mate. Depends on how I get on Friday.
Okay.
Well, I say get on Friday, you know what I mean. It's provisionally penciled in, but
yeah.
You know, how can I say? I don't really want to go into much detail. But,
no. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. You know, it could be out of the loop for a little while, or
again, I'm not going to know. Depends on how I feel afterwards, mate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's pulling me about again, isn't it? You know what I mean? And yeah, my carcass doesn't respond too well to that.
No,
not at the moment, anyway. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I feel all right, I'll probably stream Friday. I don't know.
Maybe take a well-earned break for a few days.
Nobody
blame you. Nobody blame you.
One of them. I can't remember what he was from now. Oh yeah, I know what he was from that. Right, okay. Let's leave that down for a minute.
Leave it down, chap. Hello.
As I can see myself dropping it. We'll do that whilst we're hooked up and live on here, so...
Yeah, don't drop stuff. We're doing enough of that tonight, I think.
I'll sort that out in a bit, because
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Yeah, there you go. Because I've got to try and pack everything away. And
JC Bricks and Bill says, Colin, have you had a stand yet, buddy?
oh, yeah, I've just literally been stood up, James.
Yep.
That's why I'm sitting back down, mate.
Bobbin says, I've never built a resin kit or been to Warhammer World. Nothing wrong with that. You can buy the Forge World kits. You can buy the Forge World kits online at Forge World.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to Warhammer World.
Absolutely.
That's the only place they physically sell them in a shop.
But yeah, there's an interesting little collection of Forge World there. That dude looks interesting, and then I've got one there is the
put your full screen?
boss on a track because I want to wind Fox up now. Showing
Yeah,
Forge
put your full
World.
screen, mate. There you go. You can show him.
Look at the white box.
Oh, moist. Moist. I'm getting the face just looking at your white box.
This was kindly sent to me by Wendy Hickson with an H, and it's the Alt War boss on a trike, and he's got a little base that it sits on. And so yeah, that's the next one on the list to do. So fingers crossed.
Lovely kit, that.
If I'm okay for Friday, I'll probably sit and build this on the Frolic Friday.
Yes.
And then I'll do the dude with the bullets on Warhammer Saturday. So provisionally, I'm going to put shows in the list, and then I see how I feel. I might have to strictly adhere to 2 hours max on those.
Yeah, or less. Doesn't matter. Whichever.
But like I say, if I'm up and about and can spend an hour at the bench, then I'll do something. But, yeah. But I'll have to religiously stick to me times, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. So you can go shorter if you need to on Saturday.
But that's the next one I plan to do on the Frolic, and then I'll build the bullet guy, which is this fella. And that is a stunning cast. I'm looking forward to painting him. All that brass and that. Look at that. Wow, and he got the amp. Look at him.
Awesome, that.
You want some? You want some like my boots?
You want some of that?
Yeah. Fox, what? Like my boots? Yeah. I'll do the voice.
Bullets, mate.
Yeah. I'm running out of bullets, mate. You ain't got some, have you? So, yeah, massive thanks to Wendy for them.
If you kick someone in the ass, does that count as shooting them as well as kicking them in the ass?
Absolutely. But, yeah, Wendy kindly sent me these, bless her heart. And, yeah, so I am finally getting round to getting them built. And then I'll have a big-ass box of resin stuff that I can prime now that my compressor's working. So after the weekend's out of the way, I want to get all of these primed and prepped ready so that I could just grab one, pick it up, start painting it. That's the plan, folks. And then the following week, I'll sit and build that one. That's only a quick 5-minute build, that one.
I'd be there for like half a day building it.
But that'll go with the one I did the gun all of the other day. So, yeah. So that's what he is. So I might shorten the stand and have them both on the same plinth, or build my own plinth for them. So, yeah. Plinth.
You like that word, don't you, plinth?
Yeah, it's a plinth. 2 F's. Plinth.
Plinth.
Yeah, it's a plinth, isn't it? So there you go.
You're a plinth. Awesome. That's looking mint, that vehicle, dude.
It's done, mate. He's done. I've got the spare turret there. That's going to go on the what's-his-name build that we can't mention yet.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to go on there, and his gun's detachable, so I can paint him.
Ooh.
And all of that.
You can ping your thing.
Yeah, so I can ping me thing, do me thing for a ping, and then we got this mad monstrosity.
Now I can actually see it as not just a photograph. It looks so good. I want to build mine.
Yeah, it is proper nuts,
it
mate.
Looks so good.
And then obviously, unlike you, I had a bit missing. But we've done a bit of a recovery there, folks. I'm reasonably happy. Got to let it all dry, and then I can scribe in my scratched plates and bullet holes and stuff like that once it's all happy. And my own made bolts. I think it's a reasonable recovery. Once it's been primed, it'll look like it's supposed to be there. There you go, folks. So
I was debating how to paint mine because I was going to do mine as death skulls, but of course I've got a whole squad of greatcoats, so it'll be in a different colour.
So it's all detachable and all of that lot ready to go, so I can break it down into bits. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It's just something different, isn't it? But for me, it's just ease of picking it up a bit, because I can do my own bases. I can do them because I've got me base rollers and stuff like that, so I can create all my weird little bases or 3D print them, whichever way I choose.
Yeah, a bit of cork and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. So we'll have a bit of madness with that, but that's got potential. That has.
Yeah, I really need to make mine now.
So I'll come off full screen and bung you on full screen so you can show off what you've been doing.
There's nothing I can show. I've literally got a bowl full of bits.
Right,
I did finish building that guy. I basically cleaned up. I can't show you. He's hid. The only reason I've got him taped up is because I keep the arm on there, so when I put him in the box, I know which gun goes with him.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, because I've not got his gun glue on. But they're all kind of the same. They've just got bigger. So he's basically got a big machine gun with a chainsaw blade. I've got the guy I made last week, who I don't need to tape that on because it's a nice stiff fit.
Yeah, you like a nice stiff fit, don't you?
I do. I'm just gutted that I messed up his pauldron, so I can't put the little strap from his pauldron to the gun. I avoided saying a different word there.
Yeah. I know what you mean, yeah.
But these are really slow build. I'm enjoying them, but they're not fast to build. For some reason, it just takes twice as long, so it's like one dude per stream at this point.
Yeah. Oh, bless you.
Although I'm taking time to get the arm on to line up the other arm, so it's taking a little while. So
yeah, but
next time we'll get this guy built.
Oh,
I'm enjoying it.
That's
I've built
the
the first one, and I've understood the instructions and why it's just like, here's how to build one dude, right, off you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's then build the weapon however you want, build the dude however you want. So, okay, I can get that now. I've got 10 of these guys to build, so yeah.
It's mint, mate, at the end of the day. It's nice just to get stuff built, isn't it? You know,
yeah,
I like that. I like that a lot.
I've got some spare foam from skirmish boxes to put these in as a squad, so.
Well, this is it. I mean, I'll have that box there of stuff ready to paint, and it's just it's nice to get it done, because you know what it's like. You're surrounded by Forge World boxes. You're constantly mindful that it's fragile stuff, and you're like, I must get round to building it. And and then you can get it painted safely on the shelf. You've not got to worry about dropping it, because.
Well, it's being surrounded by all these white boxes and having permanent fizz and knowing you need to just get it dealt with.
Yeah, I know.
It's like model making blue balls. It's just not good.
Absolutely. And now, see, I've got me Forge World and me Cromlech stuff semi-assembled. I'm pretty much happy days.
I think what I'm going to have to do at some point is, when I get time, spend a few days just like getting all the bits prepared, and then spend a few days getting them all prepared and washed for all my different resin kits, like you've done, basically.
Yeah, that's all I did.
All ready to build.
I went out and washed them all, let them all dry for a few days. Then I went in and nipped all the chunks off and did the heavy duty fettling. Then let that all done. Then I washed them again. Then I came back. And yeah, it's enabled me to sit and build these on a stream, because I'm filming as well. I've got my camera just above me there that I'm filming these on. So
so I might have to take a few days out at some point and.
Yeah, I mean, I just did these in my spare time in the hangout, just sat there trimming them and that. But, you know, when it comes to heavy duty stuff, it's, you know, just muting lads and putting my respirator on because I'm playing with resin. Done.
Yeah. Yes, I shall queue up a few podcasts and get some bits trimmed and nipped and cleaned.
It makes a difference, mate, because now that they're all done, I can sit and prime them. I'll have that box ready to prime now that compressor's working. Like, excuse me, I can sit and do them.
I want to build my 222 now because I just want that in my hand.
I've got no idea. Well, I suppose really it's going to be Bad Moon's looted, I suppose, but I don't know. I've undecided on a full-blown paint scheme yet.
Well, I've got the squad of greatcoats to go with it, so I'll just do it as a death like greatcoats.
Yeah,
World War II German, either tan or grey, maybe something like that.
Yeah, it's one of them. You know, but it is an interesting little vehicle, because all right, it may look small, but the amount of different add-ons that are on there and textures, you know, you can have fun with it. And like I say, it's going to have a little bit of a roady, rocky base that is going along in the wilderness or something, and it'll sit and live with the rest of my slightly mad stuff that's building up over there.
You're slightly mad.
Absolutely, mate. So I think
JC Bricks and Build says plinth.
Plinth, yeah, capital F's.
Plinth. Jeff Light says, sounds like a plan, Colin. Whatever is best for you, mate.
Absolutely,
He
mate.
says, yeah. JC Bricks and Bill says, Fox, are you playing with your strap on again?
He is, James.
I didn't make that joke.
He is playing with his strap on, James. You know him only too well, mate.
I understand how many strap-ons work now. I've sorted one out.
He does like strap on. No, I didn't say that.
Oh, you go to strap-on tools. No, wait, what?
I'm not going to be able to unthink that now.
Well, I was saying the other day, like when we used to get the guy from whatever it is, tools, he used to come deliver stuff to us because we used to do detailing and things. Yeah. And he used to hate us because we used to, it's the guy from Strap On again. He's like, stop calling me that. Now we're going to call you all the time.
Yeah, he forever became the Strap On man.
Yeah, you are the Strap On man. He just hate you guys. Went, I know, but you like our money. Went, I'm not going to deny that.
Oh, yeah, because, amount of money we spent on tools as apprentices.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But still got them. They're still there.
Eventually he says, you give me enough money that you can call me whatever you want, but I'm still going to hate it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So there you go, folks. Quick question. He says, what's that you're using to clean your sanding stick with? It's a Gundam cleaning mat, mate.
I've got one as well, but I use mine wrong.
And it's literally, I've got to get a new one because, as you can see, when I've used it before for buildy on, I got the knife out and cut it, so I've got to get another one, mate. But it's well
Is yours the same
used.
as mine? Is it U-Star?
Yeah.
So, sent me this one. I actually don't use it for that at all. I didn't realise, because I only got this, I didn't know what it was. So what I used to do was
a building mat.
I used to use it as a sanding mat, so I'd sand stuff over it so it cut all the bits, and then just I didn't realise
it's to clean your sanding sticks with, mate.
Yeah. It came with no instructions, you see, so I had to figure
another
it out.
one, Jeff. I'll send you the link for it, mate. But yeah, I've got to get a new one anyway, mate. So if it comes to it, when I order it, I'll order two and I'll ship you one up, mate. But yeah. And they're a godsend, mate, because they do what it says on the tin, mate.
You can stick it in your Amazon store. Is it on Amazon?
No, it's not on Amazon. It's in a different place.
Oh, curses.
Yeah, no, you can't get them on Amazon, mate.
Curses. You could have added it to your store.
I know I could have, mate. Do you honestly think I wouldn't have if it had been available on Amazon?
It's like, curses.
So, folks, I'm going to pack up for the night because it's long gone 11:30. So, so we'll call it a night for the night. Again, massive thanks for coming in and keeping us two idiots company.
Yeah, thank you for the presence.
Hopefully you've enjoyed our little nutty Night of Monday Madness. Don't forget, this time next week, this stream will be over on his channel under the Monday Night Nonsense banner. So
Monday Night Nonsense.
There you go. So we do these when the eModels stream isn't running on a Monday. So bear that in mind, folks. Ring both our bells and then keep an eye out because you'll get the notification come up as to whose channel it's on that Monday.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we will see you next at 9 p.m. on Wednesday over on eModels for some more Wednesday Workbench Live, where we'll be continuing the Baneblade build, but also we are going to be giving away a Baneblade this Wednesday on that stream, folks.
Yes. You can win a whole big Baneblade all for yourself.
Absolutely. So again, you've got to be in it to win it. So once we've decided Wednesday what we're going to do with question and all of that lot, leave your comment in the video. It's a great thing to win. So tune in for that one, folks.
Of course, that'll be on the eModels.
That is, I said that. It's over on eModels' channel. Yeah, I did say that.
90 quid's worth of kit you can win for yourself, or thereabouts. Maybe a bit less.
There you go, folks. So, yes, Andy Preston says, great to watch, Colin. Thank you very much, mate. We do enjoy the streams. We do enjoy your company, and we'll keep doing them as long as you want us to. Hang on, innit?
If we didn't enjoy it, we wouldn't do it, would we?
Exactly. So, on that note, folks, we'll bid you good night, and we'll see you on a Wednesday. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Adios, amigos. Big hugs.
it. Don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best.